Okay.
Well,
Nothing.
that way it you know,
You are now witnessing the Eddie Block and Joe Couple Show.
it'll just come on in the middle of the song.
Show. Joe Couple on the side, ready, let's go. Hey, it's the Eddie Block Show. If you agree or disagree, let them know.
No more.
Yo, Joe
Oh, I forgot to do my tie.
We got 2 hours to chat like strange animals. Eddie Block and Joe Couple are great hosts.
Sorry, I forgot to.
Let's roll. Yo,
Well, we'll talk while we're doing. How you
Casual
doing? How's it going, everybody?
Casual Monday.
Welcome to Monday. Hope you all had a good freaking weekend. Donnie, I'm not giving you no more treats, dude.
I heard him that time.
Yeah, you heard him whining. I forgot. I had
That
my
time I
tie
did.
ready to go and everything. I didn't put it on yet. So how was
Sorry,
your?
and I didn't even think to remind you.
It's all Jennifer's fault. No, so
Yep,
guys,
it's all my fault.
I updated my computer today. It's all my fault. I shouldn't have done it. Actually, I did it, and then I checked everything out, and everything was good. But I didn't check everything out like I thought I did. So I added a second GPU, which I've had for a while, and I put OBS on this GPU, on the new GPU, which is a lot faster. But it but when you're using anything else that you use has to be on the same GPU as this. So then I took it off, and I didn't realize that. So then I was like, well, because what happened? Remember how videos kept skipping on us? So
Yeah.
So then what I did is I was like, well, let's put Safari and let's put Chrome on the other GPU, so that way, you know, they're not skipping. Well, that's when I found out 15 minutes before the show that they all can't be on the same GPU. And I had to switch them all the way around, and I just fucked up this tie, didn't I? Hi, Hope. Hope says hi, Jennifer.
I hope.
Hold on.
Glad you made it.
See, I'm trying to go too fast. By the way, since we have Hope Arising here, on Wednesday, she's asking me to tell my life story, which is funny because she's heard my life story so many times, and she always has to tell me, I heard that before, Eddie. And now she's going to have to hear it again. So check out
Wednesday?
check out Hope Arising's channel. She does this. Last week, she had a cool guy who was telling his story about his drug addiction and how he got off of it. And it was really cool. A guy named Kyle. And so I guess I'm her next subject of her show. Okay, how does
Great.
wait, I'm not done yet. How do I look now?
Gotta tighten.
Hmm?
I don't know. Look up. I'm waiting for you to look up. You gotta tighten it a little bit.
I need to
Looking good.
I need to buy one of those tie tacks. Because if you have those tie tacks, what
yeah.
it does, it pushes it up like this. It looked better without the tie. I like wearing a tie though, Hope. See, and I tied it too tight now.
Did you?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I like the wider knots. I like a wider knot.
Oh, you mean the knot too tight? No, it looks good. Looking good.
Yeah, I like it wider. Oh well, Hope, too bad. So, how was everybody? How was your weekend, Jennifer? Now that work can start.
It was a little short, but it was nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. It is what it is. I'm glad it's over.
It is what it is. 100%.
How about your weekend?
It was all right. It was all right. Not too bad. Not too bad. I wasn't feeling so good, so I had a little sore throat the whole time.
Ooh.
That and other stuff, and then, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And then today, I got an old business partner, and he called me up. Actually, he called me up like 10, 20 minutes ago, and he needs a new garbage disposal put in at his house. And I was like, sure, no problem. Just tell Becca I'll be there on Friday. And he's like, well, it's not at Becca's house. It's at his daughter-in-law's house. And I hate going to his daughter-in-law's house. She's this, she's on welfare, wants everything for free kind of chick, got like 4 different baby daddies. And every time I go there, like luckily the last couple of times she's had a boyfriend, but she's like one of those big, likes to flirt and stuff like that and follow me around the house. I was like, really?
Oh, and
I was like, do I gotta go to her house? He's like, yeah, it's at Hannah's house. I'm like, I don't like going to Hannah's house. But the problem is he helped me start like my thrift store. I called him up one day. I said, hey, can I come talk to you? I went down there, like, hey, Angela's about to get fired. I want to start a thrift store, give her something that she can't get fired from. And, and I gave him a business plan that I wrote up and stuff. And I was like, hey, can I borrow some money? and he didn't even question it. He just wrote me a check and said, "All right, pay me back whenever." So I
Mhm.
mean, I kind of always got to go. You
So
gotta,
you feel obligated?
yeah, you feel
Yeah.
obligated, and plus, he's always been there. He's always stuck up for me. Um,
Yeah.
like so when I was president of the Elks, he was like right below me. He was my vice president, and
Mhm.
he's always stuck up for me. Like recently, they tried to kick me out of the Elks because of January 6th stuff, trying to say I was a felon and all this stuff.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Out of the Elks Lodge, they tried to kick you out because of J6.
yeah, because you're not allowed to be a felon as an Elks
Oh
member.
my
That's one
gosh.
of our rules. And so they were like, "Well, the FBI raided his house," and he was like, "Yeah, to get his equipment and his stuff, not for him. He had a press pass. He's a
Right?
journalist. What's up, Digga?" So anyway, so that
I dig
happened. Then just other BS, normal life BS. Oh, man, this shirt's got big old buttons. I'm gonna do them all the way up here.
Oh,
I was wondering
I
why
like
my
big
stuff.
buttons. It makes it easier.
Yeah, Digga.
Yeah.
So Digga's joined us in locals now. She loves it because she can put pictures in the chat. I don't know if you guys can
Oh,
see the.
great.
Oh wait, we didn't put the chat up on this one.
Not yet.
Hold on, let me fix it. Let me fix it. And that's another thing I did over the weekend. I made it so you guys can be able to see the chat. Which actually it hasn't gotten down far enough to see it yet. Hold on,
Oh,
Data.
okay.
There it is. There.
Perfect.
Now we're getting cut. But I want to put it up higher so it doesn't block a lot of stuff. So now that we're finally down to that bottom section, Muffin Randall says they were first today, by the way. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this.
I don't know if I set up the quote right or not today, so let's hope all goes well. If not, fuck it. Shit happens.
Fingers crossed, right?
And it's not there. Hold on. I can pop it in real quick.
Okay.
It's all because I messed up and now okay, there we go. Hopefully it pops up this time. There we go. It's too small. Let me make it bigger. That's what see now Digga Warp's throwing up stuff. She's got aliens at her house. That's why
Woohoo!
see this is so guys, real quick, just so you know. This is why you should go and become a member on locals. Right now it's only $2 a month, and that's nothing. And you get it free if you use free sub in all capital letters for a month. But see how Diggleworth's
Okay.
putting up she can put up
Pictures and
pictures.
stuff.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't do this on Rumble. You can't do that on, YouTube or any of that stuff. So
Right?
that's
Only
the cool thing
locals.
about locals. And I mean for $2 a month, I mean, how many I'm not trying to make money off y'all, but really how many of you guys spend more than that on a cup of coffee?
Right?
Right?
I still need to sign up and become a member on locals. I'll do that. I'll do that before tomorrow.
You don't have to. It's all good. Anyway,
I
so
want to.
also so today, we were trying to show that Fannie Willis, the hearing today. It said it was
Mhm.
going to come on today at 7:30 my time. Didn't go up. So I started restreaming that what's his name?
Young Thug.
Young Thug.
The YSL.
Yes. Yeah, we were
Yeah.
streaming that, hoping that it would eventually come on, and it never did. But we got a whole bunch of new subscribers just from that. And
Really?
yeah, so like some of them, like this one girl, she has a story to where she got mutilated, I guess is probably the best word.
Oh no.
Something happened with her. They found out she was pregnant, and then the doctor said there was something wrong with one of her fallopian tubes, took it out.
Mhm.
Then they found out the other one was so infected that they had to take that one out too. And it's an
Mm.
awful story. Like she sent it to me through email because she asked if I could help her get her story out. So we might, if this
Mhm.
girl ever gets back in touch with me, then we might let her tell her story on the show because that's something I don't know about, and you being a woman probably
Right?
do. A lot of women are in this show, so why not help
Yeah.
out the women? Maybe one of you guys might be able to say that's wrong what they did. You need to find a doctor. I mean, a lawyer. I don't know.
Right. Okay. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I always enjoy helping out new people. Look at Diggawarp's got her little alien
Right?
friend. Does he got a beard?
Hey, Digglewarp,
He's got a
you would love
beard.
where there's a place called, if you're into aliens, there's a place near Joshua Tree. It's called Landers. It's called Landers because there's alleged to be alien spottings in the area, and it's also tied into Werner von Braun with Giant Rock there.
Really?
So I don't know if you know California that well, but in Southern California, it's a place called Landers. You should check it out.
Nah. I grew
Oh,
up in the LA area, like in trouble, like 54th and Florence. You don't want to go to 54th and Florence in the middle of the night.
I would never.
You would
I would
never,
never.
even during the day.
No.
Really?
Well, I've got it lined up to where I would never have to find myself there nowadays anymore. So yeah, I would never, not even during the day.
Oh man. Anyways, I've been there. I used to go there every summer. Like I remember
Did
one
you?
time I was on the phone talking to my girlfriend, on the payphone, because back then we had payphones, right?
Payphones and pagers, yeah.
Yeah. So it was middle of the night, and there's these two guys fighting, and she could hear him. She's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Yeah, just two guys fucking fighting." And she's like, "You need to get the hell out of there." I'm like, "Why? They're fighting with each other. They're not going to come bother me." And then so the one guy gets his ass beat. And then he starts, I'm laughing, right? I'm sitting on the payphone laughing at him because he's getting his ass beat. And so once he's
Right?
done, he starts coming over and starting to talk shit to me. I was like, dude, you're the last one to be talking shit to me. You just got your fucking ass beat. So you had no reason to be coming up over here, bro, because it's going to happen again. And he just like,
Right?
and fucking walked away.
Give him his come to Jesus moment.
Right? Hey, Julie Oding.
Yeah. Hi, Julie.
Well, and plus,
Julie.
so me being crippled, I went to Catholic school, and you think, oh, Catholic school is awesome. Everybody's nice. No, it's not. I
No,
got in
I've
a
heard
fight.
it's the opposite.
Yeah, I got in fights like every single day, like to where, like when my dad died, my mom could, we had to pay for our own uniforms and stuff. I was coming home
Mhm.
every day with a ripped up $40 freaking uniform shirt. She's like, what
Oh
happened?
no.
I was like, they called me a little crippled motherfucker, so I had to beat their ass. And
Yep.
that's how I learned how to fight, being small. And then also, because I have been in a wheelchair most of my life, my arms are, that's when you gain all your muscles when you're a little kid. So I became really strong really quick. So
Right on.
so yeah. Oh, what, Joel, Digglewarp, the trial was supposed to be on today, but it didn't pop on. And get this, so I was like, you know what? Let's call her law office, maybe one of the secretaries or something like that, and you can say hi to people when I'm
Mhm.
talking. I
I was
thought
just saying hi to Jenna.
I thought a secretary would pop up, and I could say, hey, is this hearing today? Because we're trying to live stream it, right? But no,
Right.
and so it goes to voicemail, and they're like, press 1 for this, press. It was actually Merchant. It was her. I was like,
Really?
you hear it wasn't her personally talking to me, but it was her voice on the messages.
For recording,
Yeah,
right?
so I left them a message.
Interesting.
I was like, here's my number. We're restreaming you. We love you guys. Give me a call and just let me know when the hearing is next, because it was supposed to be today.
Mhm.
And I gave her my email just in case she didn't feel comfortable calling me. But I hope that hot, sexy of a woman calls me. She's married, so don't
Right?
worry. I'm not a cheater, guys.
Oh, her
I
her
hate
husband's a hottie
cheaters.
too.
Is he? I haven't seen him.
Oh yeah, they're a great power couple.
Like, those are the two things I hate. If you're dating me, if you fucking lie to me or you cheat on me, that's it. That's over with.
Right?
So, and it makes it a lot easier to get rid of them too. If you just hold that boundaries, and that's the thing that pisses you off.
Yep.
So, anyways,
I agree.
did you want to read the quote of today?
Sure. The question isn't who is going to let me, it's who is going to stop me. And that's a quote by Ayn Rand.
So, what do you think about that?
Oh, I live by that.
Right? Your life
Right.
should never be like, well, are they going to let me do it? That means you don't run your own life.
Yep.
You got to think, who's
Just
going to
do.
stop me? Right?
Just do.
Yeah, just do.
I have
your
a friend
life.
who he always said, what did he say? He said, I'd rather be when it came to doing things, he said I'd rather be shit, I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm drawing a blank on the quote. It was something along the lines of, oh, I'd rather apologize later than ask for forgiveness or something like that.
Mhm.
Forgot how it.
Oh,
Yeah, it goes along the lines of doing this though.
The hearing is next Monday, but I thought they were continuing it from Friday, so they're taking a whole entire week off for that. No wonder I was waiting
Maybe.
around all day for nothing, watching Young Thug. Oh my gosh, did you watch any of that by any chance? Did anybody? Well, Muffin
yeah.
did. I mean,
I watched the Kenneth guy. I don't know his last name. I watched that part of it.
Well, they got some guy up there right now, and he's like just playing with stuff, like messing with like this whole time. I mean, they had to take the computer away from him on the desk because he just starts typing in on the computer.
He's just checking his emails right there on the witness
Who
stand.
knows what he's doing, right? So the judge gets pissed and they take the computer away from him. Then he's playing with his water bottle and he's like, "Well, I got ADHD and I'm autistic, so I can't answer those questions." So every single question the whole day was I don't know.
It's funny.
And he's not even looking.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's like leaning back, like chill, like I don't know. He just ignored her the whole fucking day, and that's what we had to watch the whole day.
Yikes.
It was.
Oh, there it is. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission. Thank you, Muffin. Yeah. That was it. That's the quote that I was trying to remember.
I live by that. Thank you, Jenna, though. And hi, Jenna. I forgot to say hi. Yeah, I love that. It is.
Yeah, well, Muffin is the one that reminded me of that quote.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great.
Muffin was in here most of the day with us.
Right? Are you an Ayn Rand fan?
I don't even know who that is.
I think I'm saying her first. Ayn Rand?
I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, to be honest.
Atlas Shrugged? You don't know Atlas Shrugged? Oh, I never read it, but I know of it. She has a few other novels.
Really? Interesting.
Said Little Woody did the same thing at the YSL trial.
Oh, did he? Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that Kenneth? I think that's who. I think Kenneth Cope. I don't want to say Copeland. I'm thinking of someone else.
Kenneth Copeland's the preacher.
That's his street name.
Really?
Little Woody. Yeah.
My street name is no. I don't have a street name.
You have a street name?
I used to, yeah.
I have a few.
I was called Shorty because I was the short guy. I mean, because I'm the short guy. Yeah.
Shorty.
We'd be out there in front of Burger King, and the reason why we all hung out in front of Burger King in high school, it was one of the only places in town that would let us hang out because we would buy a lot of food there and had a payphone. You got your pager goes off, you got to call your girl back, right? So you got to be in the vicinity. And so we'd sit there drinking all night long. And especially like on the weekends, freaking my buddies would be like, "Hey, Eddie, we feel like starting a fight. Hey, Shorty, go start a fight." I'm like, "All right, let's go." And I'd be like, point. Like, point to the person you want me to fight. And they'd like, yeah, let's go mess with them. I'm like, all right, let's go.
And you would go mess with them.
Yeah.
You were more than happy to do it.
I was a little pain in the ass in high school. I was a jerk in high school,
Sounds like you were a punk. Were you a punk?
That sounds more like it. And because I was smart, I had to go to the smart high school instead of the dumb high school. So there were like no gangs up there, and I wasn't in a gang, but I took advantage of it, I was selling stuff.
Yeah,
I was telling the principal and the teachers off all the time. Because you have a lot. No, you're joking, Muffin. I think you're joking.
Digga Warp said Little Woody did the deal, not YSL. Okay, thank you, Digga. I wasn't sure.
I don't know any of those people. All I know is YSL is something I used to sell at my thrift store, like shoes and stuff like that.
Young Slime Life, I think it is. Young Slime Life.
I think they only took that name though because the shoes, like every time I would find YSL clothes or shoes, I wouldn't sell that at my thrift store. I put that on my eBay store because they're worth a lot of money. So maybe that's why they named it that.
Doesn't YSL stand for Yves Saint Laurent?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Muffin's street name is Eggplant Head.
Yeah, that's what he said.
It's funny.
All right, I guess we should start we did our quote.
Okay.
Start the news. And I made it smaller because of the chat. I can make it bigger if you need it. And I forgot to mark all this stuff. I forgot to underline them today.
Oh, that's okay. You want me to go or do you want to go?
You can read them.
Congress unanimously passes legislation to increase protection for presidential nominees. Finally, took them 5 days after the second attempt.
Right?
5 days, man. Yeah.
So I find this funny. Or no, I'm sorry, not this one. But why does this need to even be done? It should be obvious.
It should have already been in effect.
Yeah.
Like all this time. Yeah.
I mean, why are they? Oh, I did that in the wrong spot. That's what I did. I mean, it should have been obvious that they do this. Everyone should get it. And look, it was a vote of 405 to 0. So everybody voted for it, right? Hey,
Right.
Price Casey. The Coast Guard Mystical Eddie is YSL. Mystical. Oh, wait a minute. Mystical. That's a rapper, right? I used to listen. I used to grow up listening to rap. Anyways, but so they voted 405-0, right? Because anybody who said no was going to get screwed with. Anyone who didn't vote for
Yes.
this is going to get screwed with, especially with Biden coming off. If they're a liberal.
Yeah.
Although I don't think
It says
anybody's
that,
out there to kill him.
what? Oh, Biden?
Yeah,
No, I don't.
He's too stupid. He
I
can't
think he's all
remember
right.
anything.
Yeah.
His son.
It says that the lawmakers also passed a resolution expanding the scope of the bipartisan House task force investigating J13. And
Yeah.
they're also including the second incident. That's interesting. I didn't know that part.
Yes. You know what? So this happened after. Hopefully, we'll find it next. We'll also talk about today about that letter. The letter that
Yeah,
came.
thank you.
Yes.
A handwritten
Letter.
that Routh, whatever his name is, the second attempted, shooter.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know what's
Ukraine lover.
funny?
Yeah, that guy.
You know what's funny about it? I was reading it this morning because like around 10 o'clock, and he's talking about it, and he writes half in print and half in cursive, and I'm like,
I noticed that.
You're an idiot, because most liberals nowadays, these young kids, they don't know how to write in cursive. Thank God for Catholic school.
Why do you think they released that letter, the DOJ?
A lot. So I didn't think about this till I heard it a lot. People are like, well, they're just trying to get President Trump killed. They're putting, because he offered $150,000. Heck, you know what? Let's find it right now. We might as well talk about it right now.
Good.
Let me go to X.
You know what? Let's say you're somebody that wants to take him up on that offer.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you do that? He's in custody. He's not going to be able to pay the bounty.
Yeah, but if you think about it, though, he's poor. This guy has no money. It's not coming from him. The money's
he's advertising for his backers.
Yes, he's advertising for his backers. Is what's going on. What is the first one pops up right here? So here it's kind of, you know what, you can't really see it there. Let me switch to.
I can see it.
Hold on, I'm going to switch to this one.
You can, because it was right on the $150,000.
Not everybody else can see it. So hold on, let me fix something here real quick.
Because now Jenna doesn't think he wrote the letter.
You don't think he wrote the letter?
It has the Alpha Agency all over it.
Really?
I don't know. I think they forced him to write it.
Okay, so here's the letter. Oh, dude, I can actually click on this and take the. I didn't know that. I just learned something new. Look, I can click on it and copy the letters and stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm trying to make the screen go down farther though. So it's
on 150.
So I'll read it since I can probably see it better. Is that okay?
Yeah.
It says, "Dear world," which is funny because that's all in cursive. This was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump, which is not in cursive, but maybe he's just putting the stuff that he wants people that can't read cursive to know about. I don't know why he would be going back and forth, but I am so sorry I failed you. I tried my best and I gave it all the gumption I could muster. It is up to you, my friends, to finish the job, and I will offer $150,000 to whomever can complete the job. Everyone across the globe, from the youngest to the oldest, know that Trump is not fit to be anything, much less a U.S. president. Let me see if I can get this to go up.
Bottom's cropped out.
Yeah, it is. All right, we'll just go back to this, and maybe I can make it a little bit bigger so you can kind of see it. That's what she said. Here we go. Now you can see it. It says U.S. Oh, wait. See, then it cuts off the rest of it, though. It says, much less a U.S. president must at bare minimum embody the moral fabric that is America and be kind, caring, and selfless, I'm guessing, and always stand for humanity. Trump fails to understand any, and I'm going to click the big one back again so I can read it to you guys.
That's right.
Hold on. Let me click on the big one again. I got to zoom out. That's what it is. Oh, no, that's where it cuts off. That's where it just cuts off anyways. Okay, so it cuts off right there. We can't read any more of it. Sorry, guys.
Oh.
But yeah, so he's offering. Hey, why is this like this now? There we go. So he's offering 150K. Why do you think he's doing this?
As a last ditch effort.
So here's the question though. So this is in pen, and in jail you don't get pens. In jail you get pencils.
You get pens in interview or interrogation rooms.
Oh,
I believe. I wouldn't know for sure.
That
I
might be a
think
possibility.
that's a thing I've seen on television before.
That might be a possibility. Here's another question though. So do you think well, no, because he said I ran away. So he couldn't have written this beforehand because they wouldn't have known that he ran away. I don't know.
I don't know. That's great. That's a good point. He would be saying something else to his accomplice, Huffin said. You know, some have a letter key, so you match the letter to the cipher. Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that, Muffin.
I didn't think about
That's
that
a great
either.
point. Yeah, that's a great point.
Well, I mean, there's definitely somebody else. Because, I mean, first off, this guy is broke. He said he was basically homeless, living in Hawaii, but yet he can afford to go to Ukraine. He can afford to offer $150,000 to somebody. So here's my question.
Registered to vote in North Carolina, don't forget.
Registered to vote in North Carolina. So here's my thoughts on this. I bet you he got offered $1 million to kill President Trump. And now he's trying to keep all the money and like, hey, you know what? I got caught, guys. I bitched out. I'll give you $150,000 to do it. What do you think about that?
I think it's possible.
Diggleworth says Hillary has her name all over it.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people in chat were saying.
Muffin says they have pens in prison. He's not in prison yet, though. He's just in a county jail.
Yeah, and they don't have those there. You can't smoke in county jail. You can't, right? You can't,
well, it depends, I guess. It depends. It also, you know, so like I grew up in a little town called Lompoc, right? And I got in a lot of trouble for driving on a suspended license. You'd have to fucking go, you know, I got too many speeding tickets. I had a little racer Honda, you know, one of those freaking Fast and Furious cars. So I was getting tons and tons of fucking tickets. And then one day I get a letter say, if you get one more ticket, then you're going to lose your license. And I had already gotten a ticket. So I just kept driving. So,
oh, no.
So I got driving on a suspended license. So they took me to jail for it and I had to go to court. And
how long were you in jail for it?
Oh, it's just until I went to court and then they released me on my OR. But in the little town of Lompoc, it was like one day. But I may have done it multiple times to where it became like a habitual guy, like you see in on patrol kind of guy. I was 19 years old. I was stupid. I learned my lesson. But anyway, so in this little court, you know, you'd have to walk from the jail to the court, and it's just walking outdoors. It's like maybe 200 feet. And the cop that ran it was really cool. So people that went to jail a lot knew that their family could wait out there, say hi. He'd let you hug your family. You know, all kinds of stuff like that. Little town stuff. He'd also, because he liked to smoke, he would also sit out there and take a smoke break while we were walking, and he'd let any of the prisoners who smoked smoke a cigarette. That's how little town stuff works. So,
what a cool guy.
Yeah. So, I mean, who knows what this Florida jail is like? I don't know. Everyone's different, right? You never know.
Right.
Diggleworth says, I was young and having fun. Oh, I can't tell you half the stories of stuff I did back then. I was getting into trouble, freaking sneaking girls into my house, you know, my room.
Sneaking out through the window. I used to sneak out when I was a teenager. I had a small dog that would sleep with me. So I had a backpack. I put her in my backpack and we'd sneak out the window from the upstairs, you know, and go down.
Yeah.
Like onto the ground above the garage. And I'd come in before my parents woke up in the morning. One morning I almost got caught, and I had to throw the backpack like into the garbage can real fast. And my dad opened the door, and I acted like I was just letting my dog out to go to the bathroom outside.
Really?
Whew, that was a close one. Yeah.
So my front door was really loud. You know, we had like French front doors. They're like a doubled front door. You know, it was really loud.
Right.
So I would go out the sliding glass door and go out the back. Well, then when my niece was born and she got older, my parents put a sandbox back there. And so that's how I got caught, because I would walk through the sandbox. I'd bring sand into the house. And that's how I got caught.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's how I got caught. Or like, okay, one last one, then we got to go. So I was dating this girl, and her mom didn't like me, and so she ran away, and she ran away and stayed at my house. And her mom would text me, page me. I mean, we had pagers back then. She paged me. She's like, "Here, if I give you $5 for gas money, will you go and try and find her?" And I'm like, "Sure." And I was like, "Hey, babe, let's go get some
Sitting right
food."
next to you.
Yeah. So we would do that, and she was staying at my house. And finally, you know, it was a couple of days, and we were all in high school, so she went back home. But then her mom really freaking like locked her down and really wouldn't let her talk to me. So she took her to Bakersfield, which is like 2 hours away. And she's like, "Hey, she paged me. I call her back. She's like, come pick me up." So me and my best friend Johnny and her best friend hopped in the car, drove to Bakersfield, picked her up, brought her back. And my mom starts paging me like crazy, and I didn't answer. And after a couple hours, I get home, and she's like, "You know, they want to know, did you bring her? You know, did you go pick her up in Bakersfield?" I was like, "No, Mom, they tried to," but I was like, "No, that's a bad thing. I'm not gonna go to Bakersfield and pick her up." You know, she's up in my upstairs bedroom as I'm telling my mom this stuff.
Oh no!
Yeah.
You
So
rascal.
yeah, I did some bad stuff when I was younger.
Right. Muffin says, "Dang, I wasn't allowed to date. We had 0 girlfriends. It was a strict church."
Wait a minute.
thing,
Are
I guess.
you are you in Utah? Are you a Mormon? Those ones are really strict about dating. I dated a Mormon
I'm
girl in
not.
high school.
I don't know if he is.
I dated a Mormon girl in high school. She was so crazy because of all the rules that they had on her. She just wanted to piss off her
Yeah.
parents. I used to pick her up from church, so they had to go to church every morning, and she would mess around with me in the church to piss her parents off. Oh yeah. Anyways, I got to stop talking about the dumb bad things I did.
Okay, let's do the news.
All right, let's go to number 2 then now.
Tim Waltz, it's a quote. He says, "We can't afford 4 more years of this."
Very funny.
Shall I continue?
Yeah. Actually, how about we show the video? I have the video of him saying.
Oh,
this.
great! I'd like to see it.
Yes. Actually, read the whole thing.
Why would he say that?
Read the whole thing, and then I'll show the video. How about that? Yeah.
Hi, Muffin. Have a good night.
Muffin, you're leaving us? All right. Uh-oh, Muffin's getting in the shower.
That was cute. He's busy. He's doing dad duty.
Okay. So, you want to read it then?
Sure. Kamala Harris is the incumbent. She's this. Daily Mail says, MAGA world erupted in mockery of Governor Tim Waltz after he appeared to push a new party taking over the White House next year. Waltz told a crowd in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania on Saturday, quote, "We can't afford 4 more years of this," end of quote. A line is usually reserved for candidates campaigning against an incumbent executive they are looking to oust and implement change. But in this case, current Vice President Kamala Harris and her running mate are looking to take over for Joe Biden.
Uh-oh. Why is it not letting me go to this? My buttons aren't working. Maybe I got to be here to make it work.
Well, Tim Waltz said he's giving his full-throated endorsement of Trump fans.
Full throat.
Saying that.
I'm sorry.
That's what it said. I'm just reading it. Right?
You know where my head went when I heard that. All right.
We can't afford 4 more years of this. We can't afford 4 more years of this.
Does he not realize that he's talking shit about his running mate?
I think that he just didn't realize I think he just had a poor choice of words in the moment, and we're all interpreting it that way. I really think that he's on board with her, personally.
Man, I don't know how.
I don't know. I'd love to see him, stab her in the back. That'd be great.
Would I.
I mean, why wouldn't they? They already threw a coup, a successful coup.
Yeah, they got rid of Joe Biden.
Right?
Dumb Biden. It's crazy. I don't know. I got a little feeling down inside of me. I almost wonder if they're not trying to replace him. I think they might try and replace him.
Tim Waltz, you mean?
Yeah, maybe they're just testing
with
the water.
who? They already.
She
wanted the one guy. I forgot his name. Shapiro, I think it was.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, not me. And so this was her plan B. I thought Tim Waltz was her plan B or even plan C.
Well, I think
who else would
Gavin,
who could it possibly
idiot Gavin Newsom.
I thought you couldn't be from the same state.
I don't know if you can't. I just think, oh gosh darn it. I don't know if you
I don't know
can't
either.
100%, but
Right.
it's faux pas, I guess I should say. So let me
Right.
get
We
rid of
did that one.
this.
Here we go.
Hold on, let me get rid of this real quick. Yes, we'll put the chat in the right spot. Let me make this a little bit bigger. So, oh, you're not on this one either. Why not?
That's okay.
No.
Gunman. I didn't hear about what happened in Alabama. Gunman fire into crowd outside an entertainment venue in Alabama. That happened today.
Yes, give me 1 second. I just got to do something real quick.
Okay.
And then we'll go back to it.
Did you guys in chat? Did you guys hear about this? Alabama. I hope those off-label guys are okay.
Yeah. So it says hold on. So 4 people were hurt. Hold on. Let me find my notes. Oh, you have my notes too, don't you? Didn't I send them to you?
Yeah. Did you know it was the city's second mass shooting this year?
No, I didn't know that part.
Yeah, in Birmingham.
Muffin said Waltz must be
Alabama.
the dumbest governor, and no, I ain't leaving. I ain't leaving. Jenna says I think his wife Gwen would love to replace comma. Turn that page. Ugh.
Kamala, right?
Kamala, whatever his name
The
is.
page.
But so there was multiple gunmen. It was in Birmingham, Alabama. So they had this thing called a Glock switch, which turns their Glock from semi-automatic to just full-on automatic. So you pull it, it go, drrr, right? It sounds
Right.
like it's gang related though. So 4 people died. We can read this whole one because I didn't mark it up.
Okay, you want me to?
Sure, I love hearing your voice. I think they all like hearing your verse. Better than mine.
Thank you. Just the news says multiple gunmen. So not one shooter, multiple gunmen fired into a crowded outdoor entertainment venue Saturday night in Alabama, Birmingham, killing 4, wounding at least 18 other people. It was the city's second mass shooting this year. Its mayor said the gunmen were believed to have used guns modified with a switch known as a Glock switch that turned them into fully automatic machine guns. Police said they don't believe the shooting was random. Multiple innocent bystanders were simply caught in the crossfire in an area near a cigar lounge.
Yeah, it was near a cigar lounge. All right, hold on. I think
Not a
Diggle
hookah bar?
just may have sent us some video of it.
Okay, I see Instagram in the chat there.
Yeah, so hold on. Let me
that she
let me
posted.
swap back over here. Let's go to this one. Okay, so let me see if
They didn't get them. They're still out there.
so it sounds like it's gang
Gunmen.
related to me.
Okay, but
Gangs
still,
in
the gunmen
Chicago-
are still out
Oh no,
there.
this is something else Digga sent us. This is something different, Digga. This is something different. We'll play this
By George
later.
Soros.
Yeah. But yeah, so this was it sounds like it was gang related though, because the way they said it. The way they said innocent bystanders were simply caught in the crossfire. So when I hear crossfire, the first thing that's about gangs in Chicago though, Digga. This is in Alabama. That was different, wasn't it?
He says no. It looked different to me.
Okay, I'll play
Maybe we
it.
should just play it.
Because I saw something earlier on this stuff that was different. But yeah, let's do it.
Red Librarian said there's $100,000. Hi, Red Librarian, by the way.
I read
There's $100,000 reward for arrest.
Really? Okay, so I'm gonna hit refresh because Instagram you can't rewind. I don't know why
Okay.
they do that.
Has allowed
Ooh, that's
gangs
loud.
to enter our country.
The migrants that are coming, they're taking over every block right now.
The city of Chicago is going to go up in smoke. It's going to go up in flames.
Gangs in Chicago are angry over the influx of
Yeah, see,
migrants
this
and
was
criminals
Chicago,
in
but
their
that's
city.
okay.
They say money that should be going to the African American community on the South Side is instead going to what they call non-citizens, and warn that turf wars between Chicago's gangs and groups like Venezuela's Tren de Aragua could see Chicago, quote, go up in flames.
I actually watched the
Matt
guy
McDermott
they're
and
about
I
to talk
traveled
to
to
the
Chicago's
video.
South Side to see what was happening
Okay.
for ourselves after we heard about a police report last month that the Tren de Aragua gang had taken over an office building there. We spoke to a number of
We
young,
can call him Mr. Nice
hardcore
Guy. He
gang
lives in
members,
Chicago.
as well as gang
area.
elders who have retired from the life, and just regular citizens who are very much part of the community. And they're all furious at the estimated $500 million that's reportedly been funneled toward new migrants in Chicago since 2022. And they aren't happy either about what they say are Venezuelan criminal gangs that are leaving the shelters and spilling out into the South Side into abandoned buildings.
Thank you, Digga. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Donnie, no. See
That's a
this
good
little?
post.
Because if I keep giving them to you, you're going to keep coming back. You're going to get fat. The doctor said not a lot of treats for you and Panda. All right, let's go. We're on number 3, right? Let's go to number 4. And that's turned off. See, that's what I get. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't do my proper job this morning on the news. Yell at Eddie, kick his ass. Is that big enough for you to read?
Yeah, Governor Gavin Newsom openly opposes tough on crime legislation.
I wonder why. Why do you think Gavin Newsom is tough on crime?
He opposes tough on crime legislation.
Oh, he opposes. I'm sorry, I said it wrong.
Openly. He wants everyone to know that he opposes tough on crime legislation,
right?
Apparently.
And it's all about not prosecuting drugs, right? It says he is against it while he's in favor. But so right here, I was going to underline this for you. Can I make? No, I can't. Sorry.
No.
But it says, I know people are frustrated, he says, but the bill is going to be a real setback. Prop 36 is about bringing us back to a 1980s mindset where in possession of drugs and you end up in state prison. So at the bottom, this is what I wanted us to read. The poll shows that 71% of the voters intend to vote yes on Prop 36, while only 26% oppose it. But yet Gavin Newsom's against it. We have videos though. So wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You talk.
It jails drug traffickers and shoplifters. And in California, and I'm sure in other places in the country, but California especially, crime, like especially shoplifting, has exploded in the state because of them not arresting anybody for, what is it, $900 or
$950. It's
it used to be $900, so now it's $950.
No, I thought it was always $950. I thought it was always.
It might have been. I thought it was always $900.
No, it used to be It used to be $400, I think, and then they bumped it up. But here we got a nice little video here that we got about it. And let's play it. Is he loud enough for you? Can you hear that real quick before I hit play, or do I need to make him louder?
Not. A little louder, please.
Against the measure.
It's about mass incarceration. It's about bringing it back to 1980s mindset. The impact it's going to have on the Black and brown community is next level.
But to Newsom's disappointment, it appears the vast majority of likely voters in the state are poised to approve Prop 36. That's according to this poll from the Public Policy Institute of California, showing 71% of likely voters support the measure, while 26% do not.
And the fact that I saw a poll today and so 70% of people want to support it, I was wondering what state I was living in. And I know people are frustrated. I know people are angry. I am too, but this is not the way of solving it.
This is not the way of solving it. What do you mean this is not the way of freaking solving it? Are you kidding me? What do you think? Because I'm going to find another video real quick. He was on a Zoom meeting with the Fresno mayor and a couple other peoples, and I know it was a Fresno mayor because I'm in the area. But you guys watch that real quick. Or you two talk about that? What you thought, because you live here in California, so you've got great insight on this, right? Can you hear me? Oh, you're muted, Jen.
Okay. Yes, sorry about that, everybody. I do live in California. I live in the desert of California. I don't live in the big city, and I do my best to avoid any city because I never want to find myself in the situation where I have to interact or be amongst these criminals, and they're everywhere. Even out here in the Southern California high desert, it's the Wild West. I mean, the only thing different is a lot more cars and less horses. It's crazy.
Well, I
don't know what he's thinking though.
There's a lot of horses in Madera where I used to live because there's a lot of freaking Mexicans there and they ride horses. But have you seen this video that I'm about to show you?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, you're going to enjoy this. You guys are going to love this. It is funnier than hell. So see the guy right in the middle? That's Fresno Mayor Jerry Dyer. He used to be our chief of police.
The man to the left of Gavin?
Yes, in the blues.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is hilarious. He tells us, Gavin Newsom tells a funny story.
Yes, sir. You dropped this. And he comes back, picks it up.
Can you hear that?
And he's walking out. As we're checking out, the woman says, "Oh, he's just walking out. He didn't pay for that." I said, "Well, why did you stop him?" She goes, "Oh, the governor." Swear to God, true story. On my mom's grave. The governor lowered the threshold. There's no accountability. I said, "It's just not true." And I said, we have the 10th toughest, $950, the 10th toughest in America. She didn't even know what I was talking about. By the way, it's the 10th toughest in America.
Sure it is.
No one gives a damn about that. And I said, it's just not true. They're still stopped. They said, well, we don't stop them because of the governor. And then she looks at me twice, and then she freaks out. She calls everyone over, wants to take photos. I'm like, no, I'm not taking a photo. We're having a conversation. Where's your manager? How are you blaming the governor? And it was, $380 later. And I was like, why am I spending $380? Everyone can walk the hell right out.
You could have, you dumbass. So he's telling this story on himself.
He is. He is that dumb.
Yes, he's that dumb. And I honestly think that the person at Walgreens, this is in Walgreens in San Francisco, I think that she knew he was the mayor before she said it.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been like, yeah, this dumb motherfucking goddamn governor that we had that lets everybody fucking rob shit. But oh wait, there's still a little bit more. I think he says, well then maybe I'll just walk out. Or did he say that already?
Didn't. You gotta play it again and turn it up a little bit if you can.
It's as loud as it'll go here, guys. It's
okay,
all the
sorry.
way up, and I'm all the way up maxed here for you guys, so I can't do it anymore. Let's keep playing. Let's see what's
fair. Not fair. Yeah.
My target.
You notice the Fresno mayor, who's Republican, right? The guy in the blue suit, he's laughing at his ass. He can't even, right? He can try to hold it in. So I'll play it one more time so you guys can hear it again.
Okay.
Says, sir, you dropped this. And he comes back, picks it up, and keeps walking out. As we're checking out, the woman says, oh, he's just walking out. He can pay for that. I said, well, why are you stopping him? She goes, oh, the governor. Swear to God, true story. Oh, my mom's great. The governor lowered the threshold. There's no accountability. I said that's just not true. And I said we have the 10th toughest, $950, the 10th toughest in America. She didn't even know what I was talking about. By the way, it's the 10th toughest in America. Look it up. No one gives a damn about it.
Who cares if it's the 10th toughest? You can steal up to $950. So the lady above him, look, it says mayor of Riverside. You're close to Riverside, aren't you? Up there?
Yeah, Riverside. I'm not sure if she's a Democrat or Republican. I don't know, but I know that Riverside Lee is
conservative. Right?
It votes Democratic. Yeah, it votes. Well, they got a lot of new illegals in like these last 2 years.
Yeah,
but it generally is more conservative. And the sheriff of Riverside County, chef's kiss. He is the best, one of the best sheriffs. Definitely top 10. I say top 5 in this nation.
Yeah,
I'm drawing a blank on his name.
We had the
he
best
is
one
great.
Here. It was Sheriff Margaret Mims. I've met her a couple times at Fresno Republican Party meetings and stuff like that. She is awesome. She's awesome. But that's how stupid this guy is. Oh wait, I haven't finished playing it. Hold on, let me finish playing it.
Because he's a liar.
Not true. They're still stopped. They said, well, we don't stop them because of the governor. And then she looks at me twice, and then she freaks out. She calls everyone over, wants to take photos. I'm like, no, I'm not taking a photo. We're having a conversation. Where's your manager?
See, look, my mayor, or not, he's not my mayor, but the mayor of Fresno is just like, you're a fucking idiot. Don't you realize you're just making fun of yourself right now?
His reaction is great. Yeah. He's reacting like how I'm thinking.
He's trying not to laugh. Look, he's turning red right now. He's trying not to laugh.
He's trying not to laugh, and he's having to hold back. He wants to say something.
Right. And so when this first came into play, there was a lot of videos, I'm sure you saw it, where people were stopping him and like they're trying to get people fired at Walgreens because they're like, why are you stopping that black man? You should let him steal. Yeah. He's black and oppressed. He's black and oppressed. So then it became to where Walgreens told all their employees, and Walgreens, what's the other one? CVS, it's not Longs anymore.
Rite Aid.
They told all their employees, because of the backlash of people saying, well, they're black, you should just let them steal, that they told all their employees, look, just stop, just let them leave. It's not worth it. And now what happened? They're all closing down. My Walgreens here just closed down.
Did it?
Yeah. Anyway.
And I think Rite Aid filed for bankruptcy earlier this year or the end of last year.
Right.
Rite Aid, the corporation. Yeah. I don't remember what chapter they filed. I think it's the one where you can still stay in business.
That's 11, I think. Chapter 7.
Chapter what?
I think chapter.
Yeah, one of those.
That's 11, I think. I don't know. I've never had to file chapter for my business.
Me neither.
I luckily closed my business down before my ex-wife ran it too far into the ground. But anyways, What was I going to say? Oh, so in Oakland, California, In-N-Out, right? One of their top money makers was in Oakland, California. They took it out because their employees were getting threatened. Their employees were getting robbed. Their customers were getting assaulted and robbed. So In-N-Out, and you know what? I'm not the biggest fan of In-N-Out. I like their animal style burger, but I hate their fries. I'm different. I don't like skinny little fries. I like the bigger fries. Anyways.
You like the steak fries, yeah.
Yes. Or the crisscross ones from Carl's Jr. Those are good too.
The waffle fries.
Thank you. But so they closed down one of their biggest money makers because they didn't want people getting hurt at their business premises. So they left Oakland.
Right.
And that's thanks to
this
it's a shame. Asshole right here. It is.
Thanks to Governor Newsom.
Yep. Newscum, as we
the
call it.
POS. Yes, Newscum.
Newscum. All right.
Of the earth, yes.
We were on News 4, I think. Yes, we were on News 4. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go to News. Wait, no. After News 4, it says we got to do our photo of the day. Let's hope the photo of the day comes in right today. Did I fix? Oh, I didn't. I didn't make it smaller. You know, I'm gonna have to fix.
I like it though.
Today. Yeah, I love colors. I'm a color person. I love to take pictures of color. So this one, let me make it smaller so everybody can see. I once again.
You know where?
Did not.
Where this was taken?
No, I did not. I do not. Hold on, let me see.
Beautiful.
Let me see if I can go look.
Have you seen the Northern Lights in real life?
I tried. So I worked in Anchorage. I built a hotel up there for like a year. But the problem is, if you're inside Anchorage, there's so much. It's called light noise from the city that you can't see it.
Yeah. The noise or the light pollution.
Light pollution. Yeah. So no, I never got to see it. I was thinking about moving to Alaska as soon as my stepdad's gone, and buying a property. I don't know. I might still move up there, but I probably won't because I had plans and I didn't. It would just mess things up.
Right. I've never seen them before either. It's on my bucket list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have a lot of friends that live up there. All right, so I got to tell this story. You know me. I got to go on a squirrel. I know we're running late already. I was an Air Force brat. I grew up at an Air Force base, and I went to school with all these Air Force kids. And I'm up there working, building, and there's an Air Force base right there. So I'm walking through Walmart one day, and I hear, "Hey, Shorty," and I'm like, "That can't be for me." It didn't sound like none of the guys I work with. And I hear it again, so I turn around, and it's this girl, Yvonne, that I used to work at Taco Bell with down in Lompoc, California. And I'm like, "How the fuck did you get up here?" She's like,
"No way!" And you guys are both in Alaska?
Yeah, she's like, my husband is in the Air Force, and so we are stationed up here. She's like, "And you won't believe it, Adam's up here too. Jennifer's up here." I was like, "Wait a minute, Adam's sister Jennifer's up here?" He's like, "Yes, I had the biggest crush on this chick." I was like, "Dude, you gotta." Right? Yeah, I'm like, "You got to hook me up."
Right.
But then it's Anchorage, and in Anchorage, when I was there, it's like 7 girls for every guy. So like anytime, we'd be at Choku Charlie's at the bar, and I'd be talking to some girl, and we'd be getting ready to leave, and she's like, "I got to tell you something." And I'm like, "You know what? It's fucking Anchorage. You're either married or you got a boyfriend." I was like 22. I'm like, "Fuck it, I don't care." Muffin Rando says you should go visit him in Minnesota.
Oh, you know what? Maybe one day, maybe if the Northern Lights come further south, it would be more beneficial, cheaper for me to get a hotel near you to see the Northern Lights and just, say hi. I would do that.
You can stay with him.
Because I don't want to inconvenience him. I like hotels. Hotels are, I like being taken care of in a hotel.
I'll let you use my Marriott account. I get big discounts to Marriott.
Really?
Yeah, I have the year I had to go testify in DC, I was gone for a month, so I had like 25 days of there. I'm already.
You probably racked up.
Let's see.
Lots of points.
I'm already a silver member, and now I'm a silver elite member.
Ooh.
I don't know the difference.
Big time.
But
I don't either. Kamala Harris demands Donald Trump accept another debate on CNN.
You notice this?
This is news to me.
Did you notice this? I was right in the middle of the store, and she starts reading this shit. That's her way of saying, "Eddie,
sorry,
shut the fuck up." This is
shut up, Eddie. Shut up, Eddie.
That was her way of telling me to shut the fuck up without telling me to shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry, Eddie.
Like,
I apologize.
It's all good.
Sorry.
I need
Okay.
that though, because look, we're already at 7 o'clock and we're not even through freaking news number 6. So
Okay. Well, did you guys know about this? This is news to me. I did not know that she's demanding, whatever that means, this second debate with our savior Donald Trump.
yeah,
Hope he says no.
yeah, and it's like, why is there no Fox? So she wants it to go CNN. What was it? CBS and then CNN again? Fuck that.
Oh yeah, MSNBC. Well, what about MSNBC? If I were them, I'd be feeling left
That's
out
even
right now.
worse. That's even worse. That's even
Oh,
worse.
I know it is, but I'm just saying, if I was them and I saw that it's either CNN, ABC, CBS, or maybe even like whatever again, and not me, or maybe Fox, I'd be feeling a little left out by Kamala,
Yes.
this candidate that I'm simping for.
Diggleworth now sending me. So this is the issue with Diggleworth. I love Diggleworth, but like, so she'll send me a text, and then 5 minutes later she's sending me something in Instagram. Then 5 minutes later she's sending me something in Facebook. Then 5 minutes later she's sending something to
She's
Donnie.
helping.
Yeah, but text is the best way to get a hold of me. I hate Discord. I love text. That's
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know
Discord. I hate Discord. I never look at it.
Interesting.
I never look at Discord. That's why I hate it. Or like Facebook
Oh,
Messenger.
I do.
I never look at that motherfucker either. Excuse my language. It's I've been live
You're on
streaming.
Facebook?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook. I am.
I don't Facebook. I don't Instagram. Not allowed on X, but I read what I can when I can. And then I do Discord, YouTube.
I'm not supposed to be on Facebook.
Nextdoor.com. I do that one.
Oh, so
for my neighbors.
I had to post on Nextdoor yesterday because some little kids came up to my. So my house, I have a big hill in my driveway, and some little kid. We put a camera up there because the post office, who has the smallest truck, says I'm not driving down there because I hit blah blah blah. But the FedEx will bring their big ass truck down here. UPS will bring their big ass truck down there, but not our postal worker. So I had to put a box up there because she was just leaving it on our busy road so anybody could see it and steal it.
Oh no!
So I put camera. I put a camera up there recently because my stepdad freaks out big time, and it helps me because like the minute something will get, he sits on Amazon and buys shit all day long, and then he watches it, and then he calls me.
Yeah.
They just dropped it off. Go up there and get it. It's like, fuck, dude. I was trying to take a goddamn nap. I love my stepdad, but he loves buying stuff and he wants it right away, and he's got PTSD from being a prisoner of war in Korea. So like,
right.
It's real easy to set him off. So I do everything I can not to set him off. So I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
He was like talking about, because the bears have been getting to our trash. I'm like, let's get a camera for the bears and we'll get a camera for the mail. You buy one, I'll buy the other. That way it's 50-50. So we did. And so I'm sitting here live streaming on Sunday and it goes off and I'm like, there's no mail today. And look, there's two little kids that come running up. So I posted on Nextdoor and some lady hit me up. She's like, those are my neighbor's kids. I'm like, look, I'm not trying to start no trouble. I just thought the parents might want to know that their kids look like they were going to steal something. Just letting you know, because they're young enough to where you can stop them.
Right. What other reason would they have to be there?
Right. And why the minute they see the cameras there, they go running off. And this person was like, no, yep, that's exactly what they were doing. I'll let their moms know. I said, look, I'm not mad. I just thought the parents would want to know. That's all. That's the only reason I put it up there.
Yep.
And she's like, when you're right. And I said, this road is so busy. You don't want your kids walking on a street that people are doing 60, 70 miles an hour on. That's all curved.
Oh, that's dangerous.
And
yeah.
She said, oh no, I told their mom, she thanks you and they're not mad at you. I said, good. We're all supposed to be friends up here. Right. So.
Yeah. Good job, Eddie.
Yeah.
Good job.
Anyways, I forgot.
This is the Kamala Harris demanding.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did Trump respond yet?
No, he hasn't, as far as I heard. But she's.
Oh, it says Trump fired back at a rally in Wilmington, North Carolina, Saturday, saying it was too late to do another, especially after she rejected additional debate offers from Trump in the past.
Well, Elon Musk I think President Trump wants to do one with Elon Musk. Elon Musk is saying, how about we do one? Tucker Carlson can be the host. He's already done
moderator,
two.
You mean?
Yeah, a moderator. He's already done two that have been liberal-owned news companies.
Yeah, I mean, it's only fair on, like everything he's asking is reasonable. First of all, in my opinion, it's very reasonable. It's very reasonable. And if anything, even with her demanding, they are still the a-holes in my opinion, because of the fact that he did the 2 liberal stations for them.
Right.
You know, even though it was 2 different people, he still played their game. You know, you got to give him one.
Yeah. Well,
It won't do
it's
it
only
though.
fair. It's only fair.
Yeah, exactly.
Shoot, this is too high. Okay, let me lower it down. So I have this post on X. Just so you know, when you get that news thing and it says X, it'll be like blue or something. If you click on it, it'll take you right to what they're talking about. So you can show
Okay,
the
yeah, I
actual
saw that.
news. All right.
I saw that.
I've been doing this for
Yeah.
a month now, and I just barely figured it out. So I thought I'd help you. Then that just shows
Oh, hey,
you how
Tweaked.
stupid I am. Folks.
Meme Lord is in the house. Hi, I'm too tweaked.
What's up,
She said she's demanding another debate because she knows she lost.
Yeah, so he says it would be CNN, ABC, CNN, with CBS hosting the vice presidential debate. So there's no liberal media in there, right? And but here they say. So let's read some of the comments on this real quick, so we have it, because Dan's put a whole bunch in there. So let's read the rest of it. It says the typical rule of thumb is that the side that wants more debates is the side that's losing, which suggests that the Harris campaign's internal polling may believe the smug certainty of victory that pervades her online supporters. Let me make this one bigger, and then you can read this one.
Trump, of course, is probably wise to duck another debate unless he is going to be more prepared and disciplined than he was in the last one. I disagree, but it says, which would require a very old dog learning new tricks. Harris has huge vulnerabilities in a debate, but Trump doesn't have what it takes to exploit them. Stan McLaughlin, I don't think that.
No, he's wrong there. So President Trump, here's what I think, and then you can say what you think, if you don't mind. I always let women go first, but you know, and I feel like going first today.
What do you think, Eddie?
So I think is this. See, she's trying to push me again. She's trying to push me again.
What do you think?
So what I think is this. President Trump was very reserved there, because in 2016 and 2020, he got yelled. People were like, oh, he's such an asshole. I'm not voting for him because the way he tweets, right? So I think this time around, he tried to tone it down. And you could tell, like, if you were looking at him during that debate, you could see him just like he was biting his tongue because he wanted to say stuff. So I think
when he looked down, heavy sigh, looking to the side away from her all those times. Yes. Yeah.
So to me, that was him being more prepared, more disciplined. He was more disciplined. So I think you're wrong there, Dan McLaughlin, whoever the heck you are. I don't know who that is.
He's baseball crank. At baseball crank, he sounds like he should just stick to baseball. Stick to baseball.
Right? Stick to baseball. So what do you think about this?
I agree with what you said. I think that first of all, I hope Trump says no. Or say yes, I will do that debate if before you do this CNN debate, do the X one. I think he's got all the leverage.
I don't know. I think he should say no. So there's not enough time to do 2 more debates. I think he should say, look, I'll do another debate, but Elon Musk is gonna and Tucker Carlson are gonna moderate it on X.
Mm-hmm.
Although, so
you know, what would be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, what'd be fun is if they do it on CNN with whoever CNN chooses, and if he only agrees to do it with whoever he chooses, and so we have debating moderators and debating candidates. I would love to see that.
That's kind of cool. See, the only problem is CNN wouldn't want to pay like people like Tucker Carlson. What? So
could give 2 shit. Who cares? You know, it doesn't matter what they want. Think about the ratings. Think about the ratings, CNN. You should agree to this.
What about we have one, because you know CNN last time or CBS last time let them show it on Fox and everybody else, right? So how I got something even better. How about it's on all news, and that way, so CBS gets one moderator there, NBC gets one moderator there, CNN gets one moderator there, Fox gets one moderator there, and X gets one moderator there, who would be Tucker Carlson, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, or Elon even, or both. Even out the numbers.
I don't think Elon would do it.
Yeah.
I don't think he would do it, to be honest with you.
Maybe not.
And,
probably not, but at least put the offer out there. Like, you know, let him choose someone and to go in his place. To sit next to Tucker and to sit next to whoever from Fox. Who do you think Fox would choose?
Who would Fox choose?
Probably
Hannity.
What's this? Yeah, I was gonna say probably Hannity.
Maybe Gutfeld.
I would love Gutfeld. Yeah.
Maybe. But
Gutfeld and Tyrus.
Tyrus. One thing I don't get about Elon Musk, right? Maybe it's just me, but if I owned SpaceX, I would be up there. I would be up there right now. Like when they just flew their first, out space commercial spacewalk, I would have wanted to be there. If I'm Elon Musk, I would be in there. But then maybe he's too important to risk going up there if something goes wrong.
Exactly. Yes. That's exactly that. And I'm sure that, I mean, I don't know for sure, but my guess would be that based on whatever insurance, he's got insured there, and I'm sure he's probably insured himself, that they would never, insure him and insure his interests anymore if he were to be so reckless. That would be totally reckless.
Yeah. Genesis Tyrus. Jenna says, I'm to tweet hello. Hi, me too. 10 here also. I don't know what that means. Oh, hi 10. Is that what you mean?
I don't know.
But yeah. So, but also Elon, if you're watching this, send me up to space. I'll be the first crippled guy to get sent up to space. We'll do some testing. We'll see what it's like to send a chronic pain person up there. And I'll be like, hey.
And you can document it.
My
pain you can document the whole thing.
Frick yeah, send me up there. Oh, wait, though. I couldn't leave Donnie for that long. No. Hey, you can send your first dog up to space. Donald J. Trump, the service dog.
The first service dog in space.
Right?
Actually, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Why not?
You never know.
Why not?
May get a phone call.
Yeah.
I think you'd chicken out. I think you'd chicken out in the end. If it really were to happen, you'd be like,
Fuck
nah.
No, I wouldn't.
You know what? I've never been to space.
Hell
I mean, there's a lot involved with it.
Fuck you, Jennifer.
You would do it?
I would do it in a heartbeat. You call me up and say, hey, let's go to Magic Mountain. They got this new ride that drops 2,000 feet in a second. I'd be like, let's go. I love stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. You love roller coasters also? I love roller coasters.
Like, I used to have this, like I told you, I had that super fast Honda. I was the guy that would do 100 miles an hour on those things where you're like this and you could feel your stomach just go up in the air. Yeah, that was
on the whoop-de-doos.
Oh, yeah, that was big time.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Okay, what do we got going on next?
We got another one. I stopped talking to women because I got women. I don't like women control them. No, I was kidding. I'm joking.
I'm sorry, Eddie. Well, tell me. I'll stop.
I'm having fun with you. I'm having fun. I know. I told you to do this. I told you to keep me on track, and you are. I'm just fucking with you.
Okay.
Here you go. I'll let you read this one.
Kamala Harris, she ducks out of the historic Al Smith charity dinner. She refused to attend. It's a historic charity dinner in New York City before the election in November. In 2016, Hillary Clinton attended with Donald Trump. I don't know if you guys saw the video. There's a video of it on YouTube.
We have it.
You have it?
I have it. It's coming up next.
It's spicy. Okay, good. Anyway, the Catholic fundraiser features the nominees of America's two major political parties. They usually engage in self-deprecating humor. They also lightly roast their opponent. The Alfred E. Smith Memorial Foundation dinner. It's on October 7th this year. It's already sold out. 1,500 guests, and it's a ballroom gala in Midtown Manhattan.
Wait a minute. Did this? So I heard Alfred E. Smith. Who else has the name Alfred E? You should be in my age range to where you would know what I'm talking about.
Newman?
Yes.
Alfred E. Newman?
Yes.
Mad Magazine?
Mad Magazine. That's the first thing I thought when they're like, Alfred. I'm like, wait a minute. Is Mad Magazine hosting this thing? Holy jeez.
Right? Okay, the Harris campaign says that she will be campaigning in a battleground state instead. So that's her excuse to duck out.
Yeah, that's her
from
excuse.
This charity dinner. Well, I also wonder, does this mean she's not giving to the charity? I'm sure I'm not Catholic, but I'd be very angry if I was. Know that she's doing that she's ducking out.
Right.
Now Donald Trump, you know what Donald Trump will probably do? He'll probably do like a rally event that day, and then do the charity dinner just to show her that it can be done.
Right. And he'll do it in like California. He's like, I flew all the way from California. California's a great state.
Right?
They got a lot of liberals over there, but California's a great state. Beautiful state. I really suck at doing Donald Trump, but and it's gonna be
pretty good.
He's gonna be like, but Kamala, that dumb cunt over there. I mean, whoops, that would be me saying it. Anyways, but I want to
hear him say Kamala ding dong. I would just love for him to say that. That would make my day if he ever says it that way.
Hey, Digglework, can you send him a bet or something? So I don't know if you heard this story or not, when I was at the Proud Boys trial, right? And there's this guy, they were
Right.
retweeting everything. And Digga we're really close friends. She texted me, she's like, Eddie, you know what your slogan is, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of a big deal. She's like, Eddie, you have to say it, so they have to type it on Twitter. It's gonna be in the Congress for the rest of your life, for the rest of the world, and you'll be so famous for it. And I was like, I don't know if I can do it, Digga. She's like, I dare you. So the first day,
I double dog dare ya.
yeah,
Right.
right. And so they're asking me questions about Joe Big, and they're like, what's he doing? Why does this person want to take a picture with him? And I was like, because he's like me. He's kind of a big deal. Who wouldn't want to take a picture with him? And so she texted me. She's like, I can't believe you did it. You did it. I said, I'm going to double down and do it tomorrow too. So I did it on the second day of the trial too.
Did you really?
I did. I did it 2 days in a row. You can watch on both days. I said, well, I'm kind of a big deal. I did. Freaking Enrique.
Okay, you said. Oh, I was going to bring up the 2006. You said you had footage of the
Yes, I do.
Al Smith dinner, charity dinner from 2016.
Right.
Didn't mean to cut you off.
Here.
Anyway, you started to say about Enrique.
Yeah, so we're in there, and as soon as I said it, I look over at Enrique, and his ass is just freaking laughing. Oh no! Did I just hold on? I deleted. No, I deleted the wrong. Oh yeah, this is it.
Yeah, it's coming up.
I thought I deleted it.
Let's see.
With all of the heated back and forth.
All right, let me put it on the screen so you guys.
Between my opponent and me at the debate last night, we have proven that we can actually be civil to each other. In fact, just before taking the dais, Hillary accidentally bumped into me, and she very civilly said, "Pardon me."
He's great. He's so good.
Oh, I get it now. That went over my head for a second.
And I very politely replied,
"No.
Let me talk to you about that after I get into office." Thank you, Al. Wow. That was good. This is a hell of a dinner. Well, I want to thank Your Eminence. This is really great to be with you again. We love it. Governor Cuomo, our great senators. Hi, Chuck. She used to love me when I was a Democrat, Mayor de Blasio, wherever you are. Where's Mayor de Blasio? Huh?
Yeah, he had fun with them. He's always been good at roasting people. Have you ever seen the roast of President Trump or Donald Trump back in the
many years ago on
Right?
Comedy Central?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I don't remember much of it. I just remember that it happened.
Real quick, something about Donald Trump. Oh, so also about Kamala, whatever the frick her name is. Did you see the things to where they showed that when she was speaking with Oprah, somebody took a picture from the side, and even everything she said on Oprah was on a teleprompter.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
I didn't see that yet.
And so at first I'm like, yeah, but you know what? Maybe that's just what Oprah's saying. And then somebody below me wrote no, because I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. We try and give.
Right.
And they're like,
You could have been there for Oprah.
Rewind it and watch what she said, and it's exactly what's on the teleprompter.
Is it real? Was it really?
Yes. In
You gotta
fact,
be kidding me.
hold on. Let's just type in teleprompter real quick. I don't think I have that. And yes, we're going on a rabbit hole again real quick, but it should pop up. Yeah, so right here. So look.
Kamala Harris couldn't even answer pre-scripted questions on her Oprah special.
Nope. So
There it was. I know I saw it for a split second. There it is.
I'm trying to stop it. Yeah, so there it is. We deserve
that's what
and
she said.
deserve to live. So that's what she was saying that night. It's on a freaking teleprompter.
Wow.
So does
Wow,
that
I
not
did not
tell
know
you
that.
that they're helping you? Does that not tell you that they're helping her? Like, look at this one. This one shows a better view of it. The fight for
Jeez
America
Louise.
we deserve and deserve to live in. That's what she said that night.
Yep. No, you got to say it like her. We deserve to live in. You got to say it like her, all mousy and weird.
Well, she's used to having a dick in her mouth, so it's hard for her to talk without a dick in her mouth. Oh, excuse me. Did I say that?
No excuse.
By the way, what's going on tonight?
no
There's only
excuse.
like 13 people here. Normally, about this time, we got like 40, 50 people here.
I don't know.
Is there? I know there's a Trump rally going on tonight. Maybe that's what it is. Who knows?
Probably.
Jenna says, I saw that today on Modern Renaissance Man. Good to know, Jenna.
It's a good channel.
Is
yeah,
it?
Good channel.
I'm not a member of theirs. Okay, I gotta move this one again too. Sorry.
The Securities Exchange Commission or the SEC targets Elon.
Hold on,
I
gotta fix it real quick. Let me fix it for you.
Okay.
There we go.
The SEC targets Elon Musk's acquisition of Twitter. The SEC asked a federal judge to sanction Elon Musk if he continues to violate the court's order to appear for a deposition and a probe of his 2022 Twitter acquisition. I didn't know that this was happening.
You know that this is happening. Yeah, he's been posting about it a lot on Twitter, on X, I should say. And now, why do you think they're going after him?
Well, it's obvious.
Because they don't like his free speech.
They don't like what he has to say. They don't like who he has gotten behind publicly. Mm-hmm. They don't like America. That's why.
No, exactly. That's 100% why it is. I think it's the left trying to silence him. And so we have 2 pages on X for this one. So let's go here. In Wokeness. This is from In Wokeness. Sorry, it's reloading because I had to restart it.
It's okay.
The SEC will sanction Elon Musk. Why is it so big? Will sanction Elon Musk in his Twitter acquisition probe. Biden right after Elon Musk bought Twitter. So let's listen to what he says.
You think that
Oh, whoops, sorry.
Elon Musk's cooperation and or technical relationships with other countries is worthy of being looked at. Whether or not he is doing anything inappropriate, I'm not suggesting that. I'm suggesting that worth being looked at. But that's all I'll say. There's a lot of ways. All right.
He doesn't know the lot of ways because he's too stupid to remember that. But
he's just reading whatever's up there. He doesn't even know what he's reading.
No, they're targeting him big time. So let's look what Colin Rugg says about this.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah. So here you go. I'll let you read this one. I'll move it up as you're going.
Okay. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC, intends to seek sanctions against Elon Musk for failing to appear for court-ordered testimony for his Twitter takeover. Swamp doesn't like it when they can't control what you say. The SEC is investigating whether or not Musk, quote, broke federal securities laws, end of quote, when he bought Twitter back in 2022. Quote, in a court filing, the SEC said the sanctions motion would seek an order to show cause for why Musk should not be held in civil contempt for waiting until just 3 hours before the scheduled September 10th testimony to advise he would not appear, Reuters reported. Here's what Elon previously had to say about the SEC.
Oh, I can't wait to hear. I haven't heard this yet, so I can't
At
wait
a high paying. An SEC in its best form could be a force for good.
It should be. But not once did the SEC go after any of the hedge funds who were nonstop shorting and distorting Tesla. Not once. The hedge funds would lie flat out on TV for their own gain at the expense of retail investors. Not once, literally 1,000 times. Not once did the SEC pursue them.
How do you explain this failure?
The incentive structure is messed up because the lawyers at the SEC are not paid well. It's a fairly low-paying job, but what they're looking for is a trophy from the SEC. They're looking for something they put on basically their LinkedIn.
Yeah.
From that, they can get a job at a high-paying law firm. And the reason they don't attack the hedge funds is because those hedge funds employ those law firms. And they know if they attack the hedge funds, they're affecting their future career prospects. So they sell small investors down the river for their own career.
Wow.
That's what actually happens.
Right.
Regulatory capture.
Regulatory capture.
Yeah, not good.
an SEC in
So last night I was going down the rabbit hole. I was trying, or yesterday I should say, we were looking up who's in charge, who's really running the government, and we started learning about BlackRock. Right? We knew BlackRock was part of it, but I didn't know all about BlackRock. And so what they said, this one girl who did this great investigation, and she's like, they say that in stock market, you only have to own 5% of a stock to have most of the control. Like Jeff Bezos, he only owns, I think, 9% of Amazon or something like that.
You don't have to own 51?
No, they said because there's so many people own stock that nobody has 5% of a stock. And they were averaging 5 to 15% of stocks. And he said they own all the stocks. And that's how they control it, right? Because even though they own 5% of it, but like we said here, Jeff Bezos only really owns 9% of it. And the way that they explain it is this: if you own 5% of any stock, that's so many stocks that you own that if you sell all of it in one day, it's going to make the stock crash. So it'll be $1,000 stock. If I sell all my 5% of the stock, it'll drop it down so the market works on who's selling and who's buying. The more you buy, the higher up the stock goes. The more people sell it, the lower the stock goes. So if you sell that 5% all in one shot, that it's going to kill that stock is what they're saying. Hey, what's up, Cajun? So that's how they control the world. Because at any given time, they own 5% on average of every single stock that's out there. And what they do is this. So you actually own the stock, right? But when you use their hedge funds and stuff, you give up your right to vote in those stocks. You give your right to vote on the days that the stockholder votes.
Because they're all tied in.
Yes.
Is it because they're all tied in? Okay.
Yeah. So then now BlackRock has all of your votes. So they control pretty much everything. That's how they control the world. That's what they explained to us yesterday. That's what I learned. Maybe we'll show
BlackRock,
that on another
State
day.
Street, Vanguard.
Well, here's what they said. So what they said is this: BlackRock not only owns all the stocks, but they also own shares in Vanguard, and they own shares of the other one too.
It's State Street.
Yes, on State Street.
I don't know if State Street. I don't know if is that the other one?
Yeah, I think it's State Street. Get down, Donnie. You're not getting any more treats. So that they call it. They said that's how you win, because you own your competitors as well. So you're competing against yourself, is what they say. So it doesn't matter which stock goes higher or lower, because BlackRock owns stock in all of them. That's how they get around it. It's called I forget the word of it.
It sounds like a pyramid scheme anymore.
Well, that's what they said it was. That's exactly what they said it was. It's basically a pyramid.
I mean, it's if BlackRock's up here, or BlackRock, Vanguard, and also State Street are up here, and then the other corporations, which are more, and then the other corporations, which are more. Yeah, it's a pyramid.
It's a pyramid. So, by the way, just so you know, Tet Ange, I don't know how to say his name right, and his old name was Cajun Cat King, and he's even in my cell phone as Cajun. So when I say Cajun Cat, mean cat.
I wondered.
I
thought that was how you pronounce that, and I'm like, wow, I would not have guessed that.
No,
okay, question of the day: would you rather go back to the age of 6 or win $10 million today? What would you rather do, Eddie?
I don't know. So it's got to be. There's a question to it, right? So if I can go back to being 6 and know everything I know today, actually, no. You know, at 6, my dad was still alive. I would go back to being 6 no matter what. Yeah, my dad was still alive. What about you?
Oh, I'm the opposite. I'd take the money. I take the money and be able to do whatever I wanted whenever I wanted.
You live in California. $10 million will last you like half a year.
What makes you think I'd stay in California? I'd pack up everybody and get myself a nice compound, a nice chunk of land with a few houses on it, on that chunk of land, square it off or section it off, fence it off.
Yeah.
Put up all the good defenses and live comfortably.
Yeah.
My family, everybody would live comfortably.
My stepdad won't move. I tried because he has family in Minnesota, right? And they're trying to get him to move there. I'm like, why don't we just move to Minnesota? Even though I don't want to move to
Eddie,
Minnesota.
Did you offer him $1 million to move? I mean,
no, but we could live like the property that we own here. We're on 4 acres. This house is worth a lot of money. We could buy a huge place he could buy a huge place in Minnesota for that. But He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to. He says nope.
How about everyone in chat? What would you guys rather do?
Jenna says she'd take the
Return.
money.
Yeah, me too, Jenna.
Well, here's the difference with me though. Like I said, my dad died when I was 7. So the fact that I could go spend another year with my dad, that would be worth. That's worth $10 million to me. That's just the way it is.
That makes sense.
Right?
That makes sense.
So yeah. All right, so let's go to news number 8. And by the way, guys, pretty soon, while I'm fixing this, we're going to be moving to Rumble only. So if you want to move over to Rumble, and I don't know, is Julie still here? Julie never goes with us to Rumble. I don't know if she doesn't like Rumble. Julie Oding, what do you think? Do you think she doesn't like Rumble?
Some people don't like it. Some people don't know to, like some people don't even know about it, I guess.
Yeah. If somebody types in exclamation point Rumble in YouTube, it'll give you the link to my Rumble, or our Rumble, excuse me.
It's yours. Yeah, you can say yours. It's your name.
Cajun says he'll take the 10 mil.
Yeah, right?
All right.
Today. He says today.
He says today.
Very, very important. 10 million today.
By the way, just so you know, a Cajun is a Marine. And I won't say former Marine. Once you're a Marine, you're always a Marine.
Always. My dad's was a Marine.
No,
in El Toro, California.
He is a Marine. Once a Marine, you're always a Marine.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do this one because I was going to underline stuff, but I didn't. I forgot to because I was busy with the other stuff. Hezbollah launches a missile barrage in Israel. Did you see that, by the way? The video?
I did. I saw some of it. I watched Agenda Free TV earlier this morning. It was like really early.
Yeah.
But,
I saw it last
that's
night.
what I was.
But I mean, it looks like a big, huge explosion. Like it does. It looks bad. So it says the Lebanese militant group Hezbollah announced that it fired a barrage of missiles at a military base deep inside of Israel early Sunday, following an Israeli airstrike more than a day earlier that killed at least 37 people, including one of the militant group's senior leaders. Well, good for them. What was the part I want? Lebanon hit with a massive bomb. The IDF released a statement vowing to continue to attack Hezbollah until the terrorist group is dismantled. So Hezbollah is the bad people. Well, I mean, depends on who you are.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
In my opinion, they're the bad people. Remember, we did a long story on that. A good friend of mine, well, not a friend of mine, explained it to me, and I was able to explain it to you guys pretty good. So we have some X stuff on it. So we've got some videos on X, which we can play you, which now I'm messing up.
Can I say real quick that Elon Musk, post the video we just watched? That was on Lex Friedman's YouTube channel, and I highly recommend it.
Here's the video right here.
Great content. He has awesome guests on there. Lex Friedman, Fridman. Yeah, there's the footage.
Does it have sound? Yeah. So let's start it all over again. Watch this thing. You can see the sound boom wave going out too.
And mushroom.
مثل ما هي لايف.
A lot of people wrote last night, World War III just started, because they thought that was a nuclear bomb. Because it does kind of look like a nuclear bomb, doesn't it?
It looks, in my opinion, it looks like they hit like a really good target that, like where there was already something like explosive stored. Because look at it fires up and then it really consumes itself for the major.
Yeah, it waits a second before the sonic boom comes on. That's true. Maybe you're right. They said it was one of those busters. What do you call it?
Cluster? Is that what you said?
No, a buster. A bunker buster.
Bunker buster.
Yeah, that's what it's called. So get this. So then the Prime Minister of Israel put on this video.
Burst into Israel, murdered our people, raped and beheaded our women, burnt babies alive. On October 7th, the Hamas terrorist monsters burst into Israel, murdered our people, raped and beheaded our women, burnt babies alive, and took 255 innocent people hostage, including many Americans. A day later, on October 8th, another Iranian terrorist proxy, Hezbollah, attacked Israel completely unprovoked. They fired missiles and rockets into our cities. They made 60,000 Israelis leave their homes along the Lebanon border, becoming refugees in their own land. In the subsequent months, they haven't stopped for a single day attacking us. No country can accept the wanton rocketing of its cities. We can't accept it either. We will take whatever action is necessary to restore security and to bring our people safe back to their homes. On October 7th,
So he's telling you, he's like, hey, sorry folks, but we're doing our best to help you out. It's sad what's
He's
going on.
basically saying it is what it is.
Yeah.
I hate that phrase, by the way, and I say it a lot.
It is what it is. All right.
Right?
So we got our last one of the day, I think. Is this our last one today? No, wait. We're on. Hold on. Let me.
We're still on YouTube, by the way. I believe.
Yeah, we are. We are.
Okay, just wondering.
Yeah.
I can't. Okay.
Maybe we can figure
Pastor
it out.
in quotes. Pastor claims Jesus would support abortions. You gotta be kidding me.
What they said.
Of course, it's a female pastor, and that's pastor in quotes. I would like to emphasize definitely pastor in quotes. This female pastor is going viral for rewriting the entire Christian religion to make it about ... abortion. Her name's Rebecca Todd Peters.
Yeah, we could do the whole thing.
Rose Sunday. Okay, she dubs Rose Sunday. She made baby killing a religious holy act and insists if Jesus were alive, he would be a clinic escort who guides mothers to their abortion appointments. Juanita Broderick on Life News, Juanita Broderick posted on X. She said, this fruitcake female pastor says, quote, Jesus would take women to clinics for abortions. He would be a clinic escort, end of quote. Is this the Church of Satan? Question mark.
So we have
Juanita
this on
Broderick.
it.
She's awesome.
We have. Do you know
You
who
do?
that is, or are you just saying because of what she said?
Yeah, she's.
You know
Oh
her?
no, I mean, she Juanita isn't she? Wasn't she one of Bill Clinton's sexual assault victims in the 90s?
Author of You
I could
Better
be
Put Some
mistaken.
Ice on That, retired RN and business owner and speaker. So I don't know, but I just started following her
Oh, okay.
because of this.
Yeah,
Oh, whoops,
she's
I'm
good. She's
sorry.
got good content.
You guys weren't reading what I was showing. So here it says who she is. Author, You Better Put Some Ice on That, retired RN and business owner and a speaker. So we have.
I'm pretty sure she wouldn't put in her bio, I was assaulted by former President Bill Clinton. You know what I mean? Like, just know that that's a thing from
That's
her
true.
past.
So this is the pastor. It's 2 minutes 21 seconds. I think we're just gonna let her make herself look bad and play the whole darn thing. What do you think? I haven't heard it yet.
Okay, well, prepare thyself. It's going to be cringe. Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah, it's
I'm
gonna
ready.
be cringe.
Let me get my high seltzer ready. Okay.
You got your weed ready?
Jesus were here today, he would be a clinic escort, distracting women from the hatred of the protesters. Or an abortion doula,
Right, Jenna?
holding women's hands and offering support and love as they end their pregnancies.
Bullshit.
And I expect
Right.
he would have a stern word for self-righteous legislators who use abortion as a political issue rather than showing compassion for the people seeking abortions.
Lame.
Today, on this Rose Sunday, I wanted to share some of the stories we have collected because these are the sacred stories of women's lives. If Jesus were giving his sermon today, he might also have said, blessed are those who end pregnancies, for they will be
Wait a minute. So I'm watching this maybe on a little bigger screen than some of you guys, but if she's doing
Mm-hmm.
this sermon, if you look above her left shoulder, your right, you can see people walking out. You can just see people
Yeah,
walking
I saw
out.
that.
Let me play it
You're
again.
talking about the reflection of the window behind her?
Yes.
Oh, I see them. Yep.
So watch. I'm gonna hit play again. Just watch up there. You can see people leaving. I just saw this. I haven't watched this yet, so that's why I'm stopping it.
because these are the sacred stories of women's lives. If Jesus were giving his
See 'em?
sermon today, he might also have
There they
said,
go. They're walking out.
blessed
I
are
see 'em.
those who end pregnancies, for they will be known for their loving kindness. I have been pregnant 4 times.
Wait a minute. She's been pregnant 4 times.
She's lying, but let's hear what she's gonna and she's probably gonna say, and I have proudly had 4 abortions. Oh God,
I
if she
think
says
so.
that.
Protestia. What does anybody know what kind of a church that is? I don't know. Well, let's
It's
see.
Spanish.
I have had 2 abortions.
There you go. 2. There you go.
And I have 2 amazing children. Each
happy
of my
about it.
reproductive decisions to have children and not to have children were sacred decisions because they reflect the moral responsibility of reproductive power that is part of our inheritance as human creatures.
Okay, I gotta stop this real quick. So I
Thank
went
you.
to Catholic school for 8 years, right? I had to go to Catholic. I had to go to mass every freaking day in class, and I was an altar boy because Father Fitzgerald would give you $2 if you did the whole week. So I would go in the morning and I'd go in the in during class. And I don't know a lot about the Bible because it would go in one ear and right out the other because I was a little kid. But God they say always, God only gives you what you can handle. So if God gave you a baby, it's because you can handle it. Murder is murder. Murder is one of the 10 commandments. And
Thou
you're
shalt
breaking
not.
it. Right? What are the 10 commandments?
Oh, I don't know them all
Don't know them
yet. Thou shalt not murder. Thou shalt not kill.
Thou shalt not
Thou
covet
shalt not
thy
steal.
neighbor's wife. Thou
Right.
shalt not, I don't know. But still, no. Muffin says she's a wolf in sheep's clothing. Okay,
I agree.
we got
She is.
50
And I don't know what's up with that church. Protestia.
Yeah, we can look it up in a second. But let's we'll play this. It's 50 seconds. I want to hear what else this dumb.
Okay.
I want just so you know, folks, when she dies, she's gonna be hanging out with Hitler. She's gonna be down there. She's gonna be down there.
Yep.
I just tell you what.
Each of you has a reproductive story. And given that 1/4 of American women will have an abortion by the age of 45, I imagine some of your reproductive journeys also include abortion. Blessed are those who end pregnancies.
Yeah. Wow.
Blessed are those who end pregnancy. You just killed a baby.
Is that room have people? Oh, I see heads. There's people
a
in that room
few.
still listening to her.
There's still a few, but a lot of people left, it looked like. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it did.
Sorry to stop it, folks, but this is just insane what she said.
It's tough. She's almost done.
They will
Yeah, she's almost done.
be known for their loving kindness.
Loving kindness for killing somebody?
Reimagining our theological understanding of abortion is essential to addressing the violence that is being done to people across the country in the name of Christianity.
Violence? What violence?
In the face of the rampant reproductive injustice in our society, what does God require of us?
Not to kill your baby.
Right?
So
You said amen.
yeah.
You said amen. Sorry. But
Shall we read some of the posts?
what a piece of garbage of yes, please.
So John Rich, you know who John Rich is, right? He's a country western singer.
No.
He was
is he?
Yeah, he's a real big country western singer. He does the commercials sometimes for whatever is on your side. Anyways, it says people that claim the name of Jesus then spew blasphemy in the pulpit will go to a place in hell made especially for them.
Yes.
Retired publicist says scripture says otherwise. I miss the days when pastors read and followed the Bible. And they put, Jesus said, let the children come to me and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these.
Yep.
This person, James Bradley, says, does this look familiar to you? Yeah, that's that's the best one. Hold on. We got to follow this person. And they're from California. Oh, I'm already following him. Veteran father, former California U.S. senatorial candidate, protecting our Constitution, Republic, and host of the Uncensored Beat. Good for you.
Right on.
It says,
that's
actually,
great.
back then she'd been stoned in the street.
Yes. Yeah, what a
hold
great post.
Let's see if we can like
great
this.
comment.
I'm already following him, so I don't have to. Mickey Max says,
Okay.
suffer the little children to come unto me. not to abortion slaughterhouses.
Right?
Jeff Ferguson says she better hide in a cellar when the storm approaches.
Right?
Okay. We're gonna stop.
No,
Oh, wait.
one more.
One more.
I
Hold
would
on.
love for her to show me in the guy, TJ Fox.
Yeah.
I would love for her to show me in the Bible where it says that.
Right.
Yes.
Anyways, so guys, there it is. And by the way, if I repost everything on X, so if you go to Eddie Block Films on X, you can see all this stuff. Plus, I need some more likes. I'm not afraid to ask. We just need to get Jennifer on X now. Once you fall down that rabbit hole, Jennifer, you'll be stuck. It's like a Pamela G.
Nah.
She was like, "No, I'm not getting on X," and then all of a sudden she got on it the other day, and now she's like, "Eddie, I'm on X so often now it's not even funny."
No, I can't because everything going on in my life all around me. I have too many responsibilities that I have to do every day that I have limited free time for
I gotcha.
going down rabbit holes.
Well, thank you for giving us some of your free time to be on the show every night.
Oh, happy to be here. Anyway, federal agents search homes of interim NYPD commissioner. Okay, they federal authorities executed a search warrant at the residences of NYPD interim commissioner Thomas Donlon just over a week after he took the position. On Saturday night, he said,
Here we go.
Donlon with a point. Okay, I'm listening.
Oh no, so just I was gonna tell. So I was gonna kind of sum it up for us real quick. So he's the new commissioner because the last commissioner stepped down because of all the federal charges that are coming to all these employees of New York, thanks to their Eric Adams, their brand new mayor. So the FBI is going to all these people's homes and messing with them, saying that what was the word we used last week? It was because they're not pressing, but they're pushing people to do certain things using their power. So we got to show the Washington Examiner.
You mean like they were overstepping?
Yeah, they were overstepping,
or both.
They're pressuring. So they're pressuring people to vote certain ways, saying, "Well, I'm the fucking mayor. Do it or else you're going to get fired." Basically, is what they're saying was going on. So his legal counsel resigned last week. The commissioner resigned. The chief of police resigned after all of the FBI raids. So FBI raided like 5 people in his cabinet last week. This is
interesting.
This is Eric, the Mayor Adams, the mayor of New York, who just recently became mayor, and he's like, "We welcome all these illegal aliens."
Wait. You said just recently became mayor.
Yeah, he's only been mayor for like a month, for like a year. I mean, like he just got voted in like a year ago,
year and a half. That was longer. I could be wrong.
Things move so fast nowadays. So let's show you guys the Washington Examiner, what they have to say on this one. Let me put it up. Oh wait, no, that's not it. I don't have it. Shoot.
Well, they did say that they said Donlon, a security expert with an extensive background in national security and working with the FBI, who was appointed interim police commissioner by Mayor Eric Adams as a stabilizing move amid growing chaos surrounding investigations into the city.
Right. Okay, hold on. So I had to open up my mail.
They were looking to see if Donlon had taken classified materials during his work with the FBI. That part's interesting.
Yes. Okay. So I open up my mouse so I could get this link for us real quick. Because I remember I wanted to show what the Washington Examiner had done. So let me copy link. Let me close the mail because people email me all the time and we don't want to hear the loud dings and dongs.
It is the bottom, it says it's the very last line, the very last 2 words in the last line there. If you want to, can you click that?
Well, here, I got it right here.
Was that not the part?
No, it won't click it because it's a picture. So you can't click on it.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yes. Oh, whoops. So we're not on there. So let's go to this one. That's too big, isn't it?
There it is.
It won't let, hold on. I got to move it to one that's smaller for you guys. It won't let me go to this. There we go. Okay. And you still can't see it all. Let me do a little moving here.
Perfect.
I thought I had fixed this all up for us, but for some reason, nothing's going right all the way. So it says federal authorities raid the homes of New York City's interim police commissioner. I'll read it because it's probably easier for me to do. No, I don't want to. No, thanks. They revealed. So the raid comes just 1 week after his predecessor, Edward Caban, announced his resignation amid a corruption investigation. Donlon announced the raid in an FBI statement. through the New York Police Department. He said, on Friday, September 20th, federal authorities executed search warrants at my residences. They took materials that came into my possession approximately 20 years ago and are unrelated to my work in the New York City Police Department. Bullshit. This is not a department matter, and the department will not be commenting, it added. So then why did everybody after him start resigning too? And why are they getting raided?
Because they don't want to be rated. The ones resigning, I mean.
Right? It says, as we
I'd resign.
repeatedly said, we expect all team members to fully comply with law enforcement. Donlin, a security expert with an extensive background in national security and working with the FBI, was appointed in. So he works with the FBI, but then the FBI is raiding his house. Funny how that works.
Well, he has worked with the FBI. That can mean anything.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
You know, it can mean anything.
So they say, citing sources familiar with the matter, the New York Post reported that authorities were looking to see if Donlin had taken classified materials during his work with the FBI. Very interesting. It says the deluge began in November 2023 when the FBI raided the homes of two of Adams' associates. Adams' phone and iPad were seized days later. So they gave him time to erase that shit, right? In July, the mayor was served with 2 grand jury subpoenas. Several other associates have been raided and investigated. So there's something going on with Eric Adams. He's a liberal. When isn't there something going on, right?
His office, yeah. Well, he used to be a police officer. Or wasn't he like a higher up in the New York Police Department?
I honestly don't know
before he became mayor?
I really honestly don't know, to be honest with you.
Oh, well, he was.
Well, okay, well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
So, folks, we are going to get off of YouTube and Twitch and X and all that stuff. We're gonna go only to Rumble now, and
Rumble and Locals.
Because we're still on Locals too. So, guys, I hate to say it, catch y'all later. But you can click the link below, and you can actually there's our Rumble account. It's Eddie Block Films, real easy to find. Same thing on Locals.
Yeah.
And if you want to join as a supporter on Locals, you get a free month. It's free sub.
Please do.
So join us, because there you can post pictures, right? Pictures are awesome.
Yeah, you can. You can post pictures and links in Locals.
Yep. So catch y'all later. We're going to Rumble, and have a good night. And it looks like we're updating stream. Oh, it's not doing it.
Uh-oh.
That's weird. Hold on, let me try it again.
I can still hear you and see you, so
well,
I don't know what's going on your end.
It's not switching to Rumbles and Local only, is what I'm saying. Hold on, update stream.
Give it a second.
Let me go look at YouTube and let's see. If not, then we're just stuck on YouTube still. We'll just have to be careful what we say.
Okay. Can I do something while you're doing that? May I promote something?
Sure can.
Please.
Go for it.
My brother-in-law
Switching to Rumbles
and my sister own a company called S. Nielsen Studios, and they have artwork that they sell, and they're into they make fractal. I don't know if you know anything about doing fractal on woodwork.
No, I don't.
But they're into that, and they're also into 3D printing. And my brother-in-law at S. Nielsen Studios made me. I don't know if you can see this. It's a cell phone holder, and
nice.
it can be adjusted. It can be, it loosen it enough. It can be adjusted to, however, and it holds a cell phone and or a smartphone right here like this.
Nice.
It holds it perfect. I just dropped it, but it holds it on there. And it even has a hole in the bottom right here. So if you want to plug in your phone and have it charged while it's on the cradle.
So show it again real quick. I had you on a smaller screen.
Okay, this is it. This is it with the phone. Let me grab the phone. Right there.
Don't face it out, because somebody might be texting you and we might be able to read it. Cool.
Okay.
That's neat.
No one's texting me. And also the thing is that because it was made on a 3D printer, it can be, if I were to unscrew this all the way, it can be flattened somehow. Like it can be taken apart and flattened for storage.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, I don't want to do it because I'm not going to flatten it out right now because I can never get it back because my girl brain won't let me figure out how to put it back. Yeah, S. Nielsen, Nielsen Studios. Or you can just message me in Discord and I can be a mediator
Tell me
for
that
if you
name
want to
again.
do business with them.
SNEALSO.
It's S period.
Oh.
So it's S Nielsen Studios, or just SNIELSEN Studios, all one word. I guess there's no period after the first S. I'm sorry.
SNIELSEN
EN.
Studios.
Yeah.
Studios.com.
I think so. I'm sorry, I don't have more information. But I saw this sitting here and I'm using it, and I remembered, and so I wanted to promote them and give them a, like tell everyone about it. It's really cool. If you like, I love anything steampunk like related. I'm into that. I have fun with that, and like it has gears on it, like gears that spin. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it has gears on it, and so it's a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite things that I own that they gave me.
I can't find them. I can't find them. So yeah, you'll have to send me a link to it, and we'll share it later on.
Okay, I will later.
Hold on, wait a minute.
I'll have to get it from them, so I give everybody the right one.
Yeah, because I'm trying to find them, but I can't. Real quick. Sorry, guys.
He makes other things. He doesn't just make phone cradles. He makes like artwork, like planters and like cute little figurines and things.
Nice.
You know about 3D printing.
Yeah, I
so
3D
you
print
can
stuff all the
imagine
time.
he makes lots of things.
Heck yeah, I 3D print all the time. In fact, like this is a holder I 3D printed for my headphones. So you put it on the
Is
wall
it?
like this, and then your headphones sit right on here. Yeah,
Right on.
I 3D printed this. I 3D printed some stuff for Gra. He likes to grow whistle grow, and he wanted me to 3D print whistles. And it's interesting. So you can 3D print the whistle with the ball inside, and it does it all on one print. You don't have to put the ball in there or nothing. It just prints it like that.
That's cool.
Like that thing. Show that thing again real quick. Your
About
holder.
the cradle? Sure.
So
this is one side of it.
So get this though. He maybe a 3D printed it in parts, but your brother can probably also 3D print it all in one shot, and and it'll still move.
That's what he did.
Yeah, so
It's the latter. Yeah, all in one shot. Like I can, there's a screw right here. Let's see. There's a screw right here, and oops, right here. I can, if I were to take it out, then this can be taken apart somehow, and it can all be where it'll lay flat. It'll all be flat with the same height across. And but this is it. So, and it also has a lot of holes in it, so it doesn't overheat. Your phone won't overheat.
Nice.
And then the hole in the bottom, so that a cord or a plug can be plugged into your phone, so it'll charge.
That's awesome.
There's the hole. Yeah.
There's the hole. Sorry, I'm childish today. Sorry. Right on.
Are we on Rumble yet? Are we on Rumble and Locals now?
No, it didn't. It didn't go through. So we're just gonna have to stay live on YouTube and stuff. We just have to be careful what we say. Let me try one more time. Stream. Let me hit update.
No
stream.
cussing.
I cuss all the time.
Thank you, Jenna. Jenna said she thought it was very cool.
She did. Okay, so let's go here.
Yeah.
Let's go to X and let's just look. Oh, this was something I wanted to show you on X.
Okay.
It happened today. Joe Biden was there, and he's like, he invited a girl up. I think I reposted on my page. So he's like, they tell me I can't do this, but I'm gonna bring up some girls onto the stage. So hold on, let me.
Joe Biden.
Yeah, Joe Biden. Where is it? Oh, by the way, see that? Can you see this woman? I went on a rant earlier. Remind me to go on a rant about this chick again.
Okay. The former EPA chief.
Is that who she is?
It could be the person next to her. I just read the name plate.
Okay, I guess I didn't retweet this one out.
Oh no.
So we'll just type in Joe Biden. He was said, I'm not allowed to do this. So
while you're doing that, do you mind if I ask everybody something?
Yeah.
Real quick.
Go for it.
Okay, all the Diddy nonsense, Sean Combs nonsense going on. Okay. I might have already brought this up before last week, but do you guys remember a movie called Get Him to the Greek?
I've heard of it.
Starring Jonah Hill, I think it was, Russell Brand, and Sean Combs, P. Diddy, Sean Combs. And the storyline of this movie is about getting Sean Combs calls up Jonah Hill and hires him to take Russell Brand, the star, to the Greek theater, in California, in Los Angeles somewhere, for his show, because all the tickets were sold for it and everything. And the thing is that there's a scene in this movie where the three of them are in some nightclub, and I want to say, see, it's been so long since I've seen the movie. It's the furry wall scene, the fuzzy wall scene, where the walls in the nightclub are all lined in fur, and they're all on drugs, or at least Russell Brand and Jonah Hill. I think Jonah Hill, but I think they were drugged, or Jonah Hill was drugged at one of Sean Diddy's parties in this nightclub. Does anyone in chat, do you guys remember this movie at all? Am I remembering it right?
I never seen it.
And my point is that they do these terrible things and they just rub it in our face. They do it and they rub it in our face, and they get away with it for so long, and they start to feel invincible, because they practically are invincible. And it's just like nothing to them, to make a movie talking about what Diddy does, about, controlling these performers. And I get wanting to get someone in time, to the concert in time to perform after selling tickets, but it's a movie about getting this guy to the concert in time. I don't know. It's a good movie. I recommend it. It's a good watch.
Is it? Okay.
But I just thought I'd bring it up because of everything going on with Diddy.
Oh, right on. So let me see.
Hey, Lauren. Lauren made it. Howdy.
I'm trying to find.
He says P. Diddy is a distraction. I agree.
Yeah. It probably.
Like, why now? Why all of a sudden, we got to get him? I mean, they could have gotten him years ago. Years ago.
Let me see if this will work. I'm trying to show the whole entire thing, so you can see the whole entire thing, because for some reason it goes to a big screen. See, there's
I like this size.
Yeah, but it doesn't show all of it, is the problem. I wanted to show all of it. That's what she said.
When was this?
This was today. So the problem is, I found the video looking at X, right? But the problem is this: they don't. So let me try clicking on it again. Because I looked through media, and if I found it that way, but it's not. Oh wait, here it is. Libs of TikTok. That's right. It was on Libs of TikTok. Let me click over here on it, and let me see if we can do it.
It's a great follow.
Yeah, Libs of TikTok are really good.
Yeah.
So it was from today.
Lauren Wimberly. Lauren said that, talking about Diddy, he said he's being charged to blackmail Hollywood and the music industry. That makes sense. It's just that, I don't know, Lauren, don't you think the timing's a little off? I mean, I get the distraction. Of course, it's a distraction.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Here it is right here. Okay, here it is. So,
okay.
You see that? It says, I thought when so here, I'm just going to play it.
Tells me what I can't do.
Hold on. Let me turn the volume all the way up because it's not very loud. Let's start it from the beginning. And if I have to, I'll turn it up more. I got a little bit of turn up I can do. And the internet's going slow today.
I get to do things that I want to do, but my staff tells me what I can't do. But I'm going to do it anyway. All the young women, young kids out there that are out there, come on up and do this for me.
So did you just hear him? He just said, I get all these things my staff tells me I can't do, but I want to do it. So I'm going to do it.
I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah. And then he says, all the young women come up here.
Right?
Come on. And the guys.
Oh, and the guys.
And the guys is an afterthought.
You know why? Because look at them. They're what, like 8, 9 years old, maybe 10. That's why they told him not to do it, because he likes to sniff little kids.
Yep, and there he goes.
What's your name?
Why would you let your child up there?
Right?
Another pretty one.
I'm not going to comment on how they look because they're kids. I'm not going to comment that way.
Right.
I'm sorry.
I thought when I got to be president, I get to do things that I want to do, but my staff tells me what I can't.
See, he just said there are things I want to do, but my staff says I can't do. Right? Hold on. Let's say it one more time for you guys.
He said it. I heard it.
Yeah.
Got to be president, I get to do things that I want to do, but my staff tells me what I can't do, but I'm going to do it anyway. All the young women, young kids out there that are out there, come on up and do this.
I mean, just the way he said it. They tell me I can't do this, but I want to do it, so I'm going to do it. All the young women. That's the first thing out of his mouth. All the young women.
Yep.
This is
Not surprised.
This is the president. I wasn't sure if anybody saw this or not, and so I saw it today on X. I thought I shared it, so we're going to share it right now on X. Eddie Block Films on X. You can see all the stuff that we're doing. Wow.
Yes. The Hodge twins, right below it says, why would the feds release this? Because they want Trump dead. That's the handwritten note from the second attempted assassin guy.
Right. I'm telling you.
ROUTH.
Well, I guess you don't really need to get on TikTok on X, because I show you all the stuff on our thing. So.
Right.
Oh, and earlier, Ice Cube. Oh my gosh, let me type in Ice Cube. Ice Cube was on stage today, and I don't know if you guys know who Ice Cube is. He's a rapper. You know, he's done a lot of movies. Like and if you know, so he was supposed to be this big time, gangster rapper and stuff, but he's not really. If you watch any of his movies, there's like no nudity, there's like very little cussing and stuff like that in his stuff, and so he's been telling people for years about this stuff. Let me find this video. It was today. Yeah, he's been calling him out for years.
You mean calling out Diddy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think this might be it. Let me see.
Nobody's witness. The sea walk.
Maybe not. Okay, no, but that is from the same concert. Let me find it. He basically gets on there and he's like, I've been telling y'all for years, you ain't never gonna see no video of me at no party. Basically saying,
really?
The P. Diddy party, yes. Him and Dub C. So I've actually seen him in concert a couple times down in LA at the LA Super Show. Yeah. Now I can't find it. Somebody shared it though. Oh,
it might have been yanked off.
It might have. Oh, you know what? I spelled his name wrong. That's why. Ice Cube. Ice Cube.
It's Cube.
That's why.
Okay.
Here it is right here. Hold on. So let me pause it. Let's start it from the beginning. Let's turn the sound up all the way. I might have to turn it down.
Almost 40 years rocking the mic. And I'm going to tell you right now, me and Dub C ain't never been to a Diddy party, motherfucker. Thank God. You ain't got to worry about us on them motherfucking tapes. Now check this shit out.
Yeah, that's Ice Cube today.
Right on. That's great.
Yeah.
And I believe him.
So
I believe he's not ever going to be found anywhere near any of that.
Yep.
Smart man.
Oh, wait, that's what I wanted to show you, that hot woman. So, by the way, how late do we want to go before you tell me to kick off? 8:30, 8:45? What time do you want me to stop?
Those times sound good.
Okay.
Whichever.
How about, well, you tell me, because you got to go before.
I'll let you know when. I'll let you know before. Yeah.
So let me go. I'll
give you a heads up.
This woman real quick. I talked about it today, and Pamela G was preach on, Eddie. So I'm gonna preach again about this woman. Let's see. Can you see her yet? Okay, you see this woman right here? So she is the former EPA chief of staff, destroys Jamie Raskin and the Democrats for 4.5 minutes. We're gonna play it all, but
Ms. Gunna, what is her last name? Ms. Gunna Sakara. Gunna Sakara. Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna say hopefully one day her last name will be Block. Just saying. No, I have a thing for redheads, right? I do, and so this woman, I'm gonna tell you why this woman's beautiful. Number one, she's a redhead, and I got a real bad thing for redheads. But if you look at her, she's not perfect. She, her teeth are not. She didn't get braces or something like that. This woman is absolutely gorgeous. Mm-hmm. When you go and look at TikTok, or well, I don't really look at TikTok, but Instagram, for a while there, I used to go to like Facebook dating, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see all these women with these filters, and they look so perfect that they don't look good anymore. They look just like this perfect stuff. And I don't like these perfect fucking women, okay? Excuse me in my language. But this woman is gorgeous because she's not fucking perfect. I don't want no perfect fucking women that's on the filters. But the problem with women that do this, and sorry if I'm preaching, but when I used to go through the Facebook dating app, or whatever ones are out there, you'd be like, man, too perfect, too perfect, too perfect. Then you see a woman that wasn't perfect, and I'd be like, not perfect enough. And I hate to say that I hate to say that I did that, right? But that's the problem. You see all these fake filtered women on there that you get so used to seeing these kind of women that when you see a real woman, you don't think of them as beautiful
like,
anymore.
eh.
And so
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying, women, stop using fucking filters. Stop it.
Well,
You're
it sounds like
hurting
it
yourself.
sounds like that's maybe that's all that's working. Like we got to take it from there, from there, whatever's going on their end.
Let me see if I can make
Maybe
her just the
maybe
right
they
age.
got more, thumbs up or whatever with the filter.
Well, here we go. So we got her nice
Oh,
and big.
before you get into it,
Yes.
may I ask you please? Below the post below this one was a Mr. Reagan post, a Newsom,
Oh, we're gonna
Gavin
show that.
Newsom
We're
ad
gonna show
parody.
that. That's next. We're showing that next.
Okay, thank you. I just want to make sure.
But, because I don't want to mess up. It took me a second to get it big so you can see her. But I mean, look at this woman's not perfect, but I think this woman is absolutely gorgeous. And if you're single, I'd never date again. I tell everybody I'm not going to date again, but I'd probably break my rule for this woman. Because look at her teeth. It's not even perfect. This woman is just, she is not perfect. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Anyways.
but we all really know that she's a redhead. You have a thing for redheads. Okay.
Hit play.
You said it. Your words. Your words.
It is my words.
Reiterated and
Right?
have created a boogeyman that just isn't there. I did author the
Look at
EPA
Jamie
chapter
Raskin, that
on
piece of
Project 2025.
Yeah.
But in the course of that, I did not work with President Trump, with any of the people who work for him directly or his campaign. And it is very misleading to suggest that there's any coordination there because I can personally tell you it did not happen. And I am not vying for a position in the next administration. I've actually left DC and I've moved to a small town in Mississippi where I interact every day with people who live outside this bubble of gaslighting and misleading. And they actually are dealing with the consequences caused by policy decisions of this administration that isn't defined by progress, but defined by creating unnecessary hardship. I understand why it's hard to think about the political realm prior to President Trump, but the Heritage Foundation has been very involved in pushing forward conservative policies for quite a while. And the Mandate for Leadership, the latest iteration, it's the 9th edition. This is a project that has been put out every few years since 1981. So it's been around for quite some time, and again, is more committed to representing the position of the broader conservative movement than any one candidate or person. And I understand why there is the creation of this boogeyman, because your leading candidate is one running away from policy actions she has taken that make Americans' lives much more difficult. In fact, Vice President Kamala Harris was recently asked on national television the following question: when it comes to the economy, do you believe Americans are better off than they were 4 years ago? She said a lot of words, but she did not answer the question, because the reality is most Americans are not better off. Most Americans are struggling to deal with expensive gas, expensive electricity, and high-cost goods and groceries that have created financial burdens that Americans have had to deal with throughout the Biden-Harris administration. Their day one energy policies are a key driver behind Americans' increasing financial distress. From President Biden's promise to end all fossil fuels, alongside Vice President Kamala Harris's commitment to ban fracking, Americans have suffered under their radical agenda. From the energy perspective, this has included locking up development of resources and demonizing industries, mainly coal, oil, and natural gas, that still provide 80% of our daily energy needs. A recent report from the Institute of Energy Research has been tracking these actions, and they've found that since January 2021, President Biden, Vice President Kamala Harris, and congressional Democrats have taken over 250 actions that make it harder to produce energy in America. This has included stopping construction of the Keystone XL pipeline that immediately cut 11,000 domestic jobs, including thousands of union jobs, issuing a moratorium on new oil and gas permits on federal lands, greenlighting Putin's Nord Stream 2 pipeline while shuttering the development of U.S. pipelines along the East Coast, rejoining the disastrous Paris Climate Agreement
me,
that is
Danica
squeezing out
Patrick.
U.S. jobs and increasing the regulatory burden on American companies. Launching a war on household appliances that are now 34% more expensive than 15 years ago. Blocking the Twin Metals mine, shuttering U.S. steelworker jobs in Minnesota and cutting off access to critical minerals that we need more and more of. And instead, this administration is making us more and more dependent on China. Slowing permits for LNG facilities from an average of 7 weeks to 11 months. Then completely halting permits for new LNG facilities altogether. Mandating that Americans drive electric vehicles despite growing market resistance, infrastructure shortfalls, and a preference for more affordable and reliable gas-powered vehicles. Americans are dealing with the consequences of these actions every time they put gas in their car, pay their electricity bills, or go to the grocery store.
Right. And so real quick, I got to say, you got to let me say this. I am not trying to say anything bad about this woman by judging on her looks. She is intelligent
Not at all.
inside and out is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
she's
you
a
can tell
real
she's
woman.
She's a full package.
She's the full
looks like.
package, right? And she's not fake. She doesn't look like she's been cosmetically enhanced or nothing like that. She is just like you. I look at her, I'm just like, take my wallet.
Drooling. Quit
right?
drooling. Hey, did you guys notice the people behind her when she was speaking on her left, our right? You could tell that they were not in support of her, of what she was saying. Yeah.
Like
I agree with Lauren. Lauren says difference between a real woman and a paper doll.
Right?
Yep.
Thank you. So I'm not trying to put you women down saying that because she's gorgeous and what have you. I'm just trying
what's wrong
to
with
say,
talking about your preferences? You didn't say or do anything wrong. I'm a woman. I'd shut you down if you did, if I felt
Okay.
like you were going against women. But you think I would do that?
Yeah, yeah, you would.
Okay.
I just wanted to say, I think this woman, I just find this woman attractive on the outside, and then when I hear her speak, it like adds to it. This woman is so attractive because
she's got a very feminine, very pretty sounding voice, I think.
Yeah.
Don't you?
I
Yeah.
do, but you made me just think of somebody else right now that has the same voice. So
you're giddy. Oh, you're giddy and
no,
now you're sad. God damn it.
I was thinking about somebody else that has a similar voice.
I know.
And I didn't want to say something.
I know.
But yeah, no, she's gorgeous. I mean, look, she's not her teeth are like, I don't know why I keep looking at her teeth. I'm like, they're not perfect. They're like me. I don't know why. It's just it is.
She's got what is her name? That plasket. She's got those plasket eyelashes on. You know, of course she's far from perfect. Women far from perfect. I've read somewhere that women prefer that. I mean that men prefer that.
I do, definitely.
Men prefer women that aren't perfect.
Right. So I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of those fake stuff. I'm not.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have them, I'm not going to turn you down or not. But if
are you talking about the girls, the fake girls?
Yes, I prefer.
Oh, I got confused.
I like real women. I don't like people that have to get fixed up. And I think part of it is because I'm crippled. Right. I walk weird. I have a lot of scars on me. I have a lot of disabilities, and if I start dating somebody who's got all this stuff that's enhanced, then I feel like I'm not good enough. Maybe.
Oh,
maybe that's
I get
why.
what you mean.
I don't know.
Even though you would be, but you would be feeling like you weren't on the inside.
Okay, so let's watch this
it.
parody for you that you wanted to show.
Okay, please.
I was going to show this. So this
No,
is by...
wait. Before you start it, I would like to point out that Gavin Newsom has proposed that new, anti-social media, what is it? No parodies are allowed. And so Mr. Reagan, who previously posted those awesome Kamala Harris parodies that Elon Musk posted, and he said, what did he say? It was like this is the best ad ever or something like that.
Yeah.
The same creator created this Gavin Newsom one.
Yes.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet? Oh
no,
my
and it looks like 12 hours ago, so it must be brand new.
It's hilarious.
This is going to be good. I'm so excited.
It is good. So by the way, his name is Mr. Reagan. I retweeted it or reposted it, so you can find it on mine if you don't find it on his. And it even says watch again because I watched it a couple of times today. So here we go.
I bet. Okay.
Hi, I'm Gavin Newsom, and I'm definitely not gay. A lot of people are criticizing me for banning AI-generated political videos. So let me explain. The problem is that Democrats, like me, we're not the brightest bulbs in the tanning bed. We can't always distinguish between reality and fiction. When Elon Musk posted Mr. Reagan's brilliant Kamala Harris parody video, I thought that was real. And so I realized, without laws governing what we are allowed to see and hear, how will we ever know what's really true? If I don't ban Mr. Reagan's AI parody videos, how would we ever know that Trump will be a dictator on day one, or that if he doesn't win, he's promised a bloodbath? How would we know that Hunter Biden's laptop was Russian disinformation? Also, I'm definitely not gay. Also, how would we know that inflation is transitory and that the border is secure? How would we know that COVID came from bat soup and Trump told everyone to inject bleach? How would we know that boys can be girls and girls can be boys and there's no such thing as gender? How would we know that Trump is controlled by Vladimir Putin? Also, I'm super not gay. Also, how would we know that Trump totally assaulted E. Jean Carroll in a Bergdorf Goodman dressing room? How would we know the 2020 election was totally legitimate with zero fraud? How would we know that January 6th was an armed insurrection where many police officers lost their lives? How would we know that the COVID vaccines had zero side effects and that masks were 100% effective? How would we know Kamala brilliantly invented her very own original idea, no tax on tips, or that I'm totally not gay?
And eliminate taxes on tips for service and hospitality workers.
How would we know that Trump wrote Project 2025 or that Trump staged both of his assassination attempts? And how would we know that Trump is literally Hitler? Reincarnation is definitely a thing. Hitler died in 1945. Trump was born in 1946. Coincidence? I think not. How would we know that all of that is true if we don't ban Mr. Reagan's AI parody videos? How would we know that we should all drink the Kool-Aid? We won't know, because Mr. Reagan's AI parody videos are a threat to our democracy. They spread dangerous disinformation, unlike all of the super true stuff that we Democrats tell you. And also, most importantly, I'm definitely not gay.
Mr. Reagan. I'm Professor Sun and Bees Nuts, and I approve this message.
He added, oh, I love it. I love it. I'm Professor Sug on D's nuts, and I approve this message.
Right.
Little picture AI of Elon Musk sitting there with it. Oh, I love that.
Was that not
That was
great?
great. Thank you for showing that. Oh, that was wonderful.
This is
That made
the
my
reason
night.
why you need to get X, Jennifer.
I don't know. I'm doing pretty good so far, Eddie, but I'll work on it. You know, it's not me needing to get on it. It's I was on it and I was kicked off of it before he bought it.
Sorry, my brain is going to the dark side right now.
Uh-oh.
When
Are
you
you all
need,
right?
When you need to get on it.
Take from that what you will. Anyway,
You agree with Lauren says.
Lauren says he loves Mr. Reagan's videos, and Gavin, confirmation by denial.
Go up higher.
Yep.
On one more of his.
I can't.
Uh-oh. Are we
Me?
froze?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, my computer's froze. Hopefully it doesn't die on us.
Uh-oh.
Well, no, wait.
Sorry, everybody.
Hold on. It might not be.
Okay.
Let's give it a second, because you guys can still hear me, right?
I can still hear you.
Can you guys still hear me? Hold on. Uh-oh. Let me go to
let
Rumble
me
real
pull up-
quick.
Please.
Huh? Maybe.
Let me also. Let me pull. I'm pulling. I don't know if you can see me. I'm pulling my phone out, and I'm going under
The Heritage
Rumble.
Foundation has been very
And,
involved in pushing forward conservative.
Let me go fast forward. Oh, you can't. How do I? Uh-oh. Let me go to
let me
Rumble real
pull up-
quick. Oh, no, they can hear us.
Please.
They can hear us.
Are you sure?
They can hear
Yeah,
us.
the screen is froze.
Yeah. Hold on. See, I can't switch programs on my computer right now either. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What can I do?
Skedios.
What can I do here? Like, my mouse is moving around. You know what? I just updated my iOS to the brand new iOS, and I know Drunk Uncle always told me, don't fucking do that, Eddie. Don't do that.
And you did it
I
anyway.
did it anyways.
And now here we are.
Frozen. But they can. Oh, whoops! Now my mouse is. Oh, my mouse is still moving.